You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. The most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey. The most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
It's so hard to deal with personal struggle. So sad when you feel alone in your trouble. It's real hard when you want to talk to a brother. It's so bad because of how some look at you after. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover my head. Satan want me dead. Cover my back from human attack. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. People see you smile, but don't know the hurt that you're feeling. Even as God's child, at times your heart does be bleeding. Where can you go when you're really looking for healing? Who know how to flow when your soul needs some restoring? So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me home from evils unknown. Cover my feet so I'll never retreat. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover my brother, cover my sister, them who under pressure. Cover the preacher, every church worker, the young believer. Cover the worship leader and intercessor, every gospel minister. Cover. Jesus alone is the one who has the real answer. The one on the throne is the true and loving Father. He will hold your hand and keep you from going under. He will make you stand and let you know He's a fixer. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me mind. You know the struggle sometimes. Cover me mouth, that the wrong thing wouldn't come out. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover the Christian in the midst of aggression with the power of your right hand. Jesus, cover them helpless children. Jesus, defend them. Send help from heaven. Jesus, cover all them radio stations that blessing the nation. Grant divine protection. Jesus, cover me.
Truer words were never spoken. The less you associate with some people, the more your life will improve. Anytime you tolerate mediocrity in others, it increases your mediocrity. An important attribute in successful people is their impatience with negative thinking and negative acting people. As you grow, your associates will change. Some of your friends will not want you to go on. They will want you to stay where they are. Friends that don't help you climb will want you to crawl. Your friends will stretch your vision or choke your dream. Those that don't increase you will eventually decrease you. Consider this. Never receive counsel from unproductive people. Never discuss your problems with someone incapable of contributing to the solution, because those who never succeed themselves are always first to tell you how. Not everyone has a right to speak into your life. You are certain to get the worst of the bargain when you exchange ideas with the wrong person. Don't follow anyone who's not going anywhere. With some people you spend an evening. With others, you invest it. Be careful where you stop to inquire for directions along the road of life. Wise is the person who fortifies his life with the right friendships. If you run with wolves, you will learn how to howl. But if you associate with eagles, you will learn how to soar to great heights. A mirror reflects a man's face, but what he is really like is shown by the kind of friends he chooses. The simple but true fact of life is that you become like those with whom you closely associate, for the good and the bad. Note, be not mistaken. This is applicable to family as well as friends. Yes, do love, appreciate, and be thankful for your family, for they will always be your family, no matter what. Just know that they are human first, and though they are family to you, they may be a friend to someone else and will fit somewhere in the criteria above. In prosperity, our friends know us. In adversity, we know our friends. Never make someone a priority when you are only an option for them. If you are going to achieve excellence in big things, you develop the habit in little matters. Excellence is not an exception. It is a prevailing attitude.
Let me say a special hello to all the WZYE 95.9 FM listeners. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, it's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And folks, as you join us, do your WZYE civic duty, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, WZYE TV and YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444. And this is how we start the thing.
Welcome to WZYE TV 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And on Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. on Let's Talk Politics. Like, share and subscribe to keep up to date with reality affecting your life, and as we always say, we bring the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
You're tuned to WZYE, the heartbeat of unfiltered truth. We're more than a station, we're a movement, grounded in facts, driven by integrity, committed to progress. We don't chase headlines, we create them. Decoding politics and current affairs to question power, not cozy up to it. From Laventille to Scarborough, whether you're in your living room or your commute, this is where perspectives collide, divides dissolve, and tomorrow's conversations start today. WZYE, we originate, not imitate.
And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we do mean that. We do mean that we originate. We don't imitate. We bring you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. We don't even just say it, ladies and gentlemen. We put that down on audio for you as well. Take a listen.
Ansam LeBon and Marshall Nesbitt solemnly swear to conduct this radio program in a true, fair, and balanced manner, ensuring that all perspectives are given equal consideration and that the information presented is objective and unbiased. We pledge to provide a platform where diverse voices can be heard, fostering open and constructive dialogue that serve the best interests of our audience and community. Our commitment is to uphold the principles of journalistic integrity and ethical broadcasting throughout the duration of this program. Thank you.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Our pledge to you, the people of Trinidad and Tobago, and by extension the world, that we'll bring you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Yeah? Let me say welcome to my pal, the young man himself, the man from Silibia or Sally Bay, or some bay somewhere in South, Uncle Tommy. Tommy, how you going?
Good, thank you, and thank you for having me in your esteemed presence. You all dressed up very nicely, as you always do. It's a pleasure to be here with you and with the audience.
Thank you very kindly. Always your independence.
Very independent.
Very you celebrate.
Of course.
Okay. You watch.
How was your independence?
Well, I mean, I can't complain. You watch the you, you know, Tommy. I'll be honest with you. I know we talked on
Sunday.
Thursday, right? Thursday was the last day we was here, right?
Sunday.
Oh, well, look at that. Look, I forget. Oh, yeah. That's true, you know. We were here Sunday. COP was here too, right?
Most definitely.
Right. Let me say kudos to COP.
He always does a nice job.
Yeah. He have a career in radio. You could say that?
Oh, yeah, he has a good voice. Yes, he has a good voice.
Yeah. He have a career. See, if you're listening, he have a career, boy. Yeah. So, of course, Tommy, the PNM took the bait, and the Telive or the Tetele or the Tatale, whatever it is, all across the country, spending millions of dollars, Tommy, millions. And I think it's the Tanapuna Regional Corporation, because that's Editorial, right? That's where Editorial is, right?
Yep.
All right. So that's a PNM run corporation. So the chairman said that is money that was donated for them to do all that thing that they do, Tommy. Tommy, why didn't donate that money to help poor, disadvantaged people, especially those living below the poverty line? Why didn't they do that, Tommy?
That's a $10,000 question, or is it $1 million question?
I answers, you know. Why did the PNM decide to spend millions of dollars, right? But when school starts, back to school
next Monday.
Yeah? Why couldn't they donate that to a worthy cause? Anyhow, I'm looking for answers there, folks, because I don't know. I'm just trying to find out. Yeah? I'm just trying to find out. Hey, Tommy, where boy? You see what happened in the chat there, boy?
Yeah, Miss Santa Cruz topped the list.
Miss Santa Cruz topped the list, boy. Hey, Miss Santa Cruz. Yeah, boy. Yeah. Watch now. Oh, God. Miss Santa Cruz, say good evening, Wall Street and Uncle Tommy. Good evening to my friends on the village chat. Yeah, Miss Santa Cruz. Tommy, your boy come second. Your boy come third again, Batman.
Yeah, Batman, he also ran.
Yeah, that fella getting the wings clip often, you know.
Yeah, now they're rubbing too much.
Oh, God. Maybe you had to go and hang out with the Lone Ranger.
Or Superman.
One of them. Yeah, man. Correct is right. Monica Ramkissoon, good afternoon to you. Monica say, Wall Street and Uncle Tommy, Anna, Bats. Rainy here in the South, boy. What? Rainy down in South? Today was a nice day, boy. Clifford, good evening. Good evening, Warshik and Uncle Tommy. Bring it on. Yeah, we bringing it on, man.
Yep.
Yeah, we bringing it on. Gail Rasmine. Good evening, everyone. Suzanne Lalchan. Good evening, Warshik and Uncle Tommy and everyone else on the chat. Good evening to you, Suzanne.
So is this Rasmine or Rasmini?
If it's what Rasmine or Rasmini, you know we had this discussion before, right?
Yes.
How you spell mini?
Mini,
No. M-I-N-E is mine.
Mini,
How you spell mine?
Mind.
No, not your mind. This place is mine.
Mine.
Okay, hold on. Mr. Florida, sorry, my phone on do not disturb. Hold on a minute, they tell me. Mr. Florida, call back. Sorry, my phone on do not disturb. Call back. Sorry about that. I was doing some work and I had my phone on do not disturb. Yeah. Gail, hold on a minute, eh? Yeah. Mr. Florida, hold on. Gail, we need your help. Your last name, is it Rasmine or Rasmini? So put it in the chat. Put it as R-A-S, is it M-I-N-I? Leave out the E. Or is it either R-A-S-M-I-N-I or R-A-S-M-I-N-E? You know if you put the I is Rasmini, and if you leave the E, it's Rasmine. Right? All right, you go fit that. Mr. Florida, there you go.
Mr. Hansen, you could spoil me, believe it's Rasmin. Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be Rasmin.
You know how they say Sandy Grandy and they had the E in the end?
Yeah.
Right, Rasmin.
So you going further away from Tommy and I. Tommy say Rasmin, yeah. I say Rasman, you say Rasmin.
Is Rasmin. No, but I hear she the pronounce your name on another program as Rasmin.
Rasmin?
Yeah.
Good night.
So let me say
Good
yeah, so let me say good night, Mr. Hansen, good night, Mr. Tommy, good night to all the callers, all the texters, everybody live. Happy to see everybody here on this Tuesday.
Yeah, man.
Safe and sound. Great program again as usual today again. Mr. Hansen.
Yeah.
Mr. Tom. Yeah, celebrating Independence Day and he was watching the PNM channel. He was looking to see if he see Aisha. So
Oh, you guess.
You know, that girl, Mr. Tommy. But you know, I know where you're coming out today with, but you know, something I hear they talking about, but me really know how they see how Eric Williams was the first president and prime minister, and some talk like that going on, and I don't even know what's going on. And I seen it blowing up online.
Too much distraction, man. We need to focus on the issues.
I want to. I did an editorial on it there, but I want to echo the Prime Minister's words. Is that right now we have bigger fish to fry, and I go play the editorial. But
all right, Mr. Hansen.
Yeah, all right. Thanks a lot.
Yeah,
yeah, too much distraction.
Them kind of thing, and them. I mean, certain things you just should leave alone.
Yeah.
You understand? Certain things just leave it alone. Don't even venture down that road. And I ain't gonna lie, Tommy, to be honest with you, I was hard pressed, and I was thinking, boy, do you wanna back a discard, oh boy? And I find that, and let me say this, right? Everybody knows. Everybody. If you don't know this, then you need to give up your Trinidad passport if you have one. Prime Minister Kamala Prasad Busesa is considered to be the mother of the nation. Right? Prime Minister Kamala Prasad Busesa is also considered to be the first female Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago.
She is not considered. It's a fact.
It's a fact. That's fact.
Just like it's Just like it's a fact that Dr. Eric Williams is the first Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago.
Correct, correct. So I don't think that we have to go down those roads because those are facts, right? And I just don't think it does anything if we try to say otherwise. And I go leave it there, right? So let me go. Uranus McFarlane, greetings to Warshik and Uncle Tommy and all the villagers. Uranus McFarlane say, breaking news, boy. We standing with PM who vex lost. Yeah, we standing with Kamala Prasad Besessa. That is it, you know. Right there. Right there. We standing with Kamala Prasad Besessa. Mr. Intellectual say, blessed evening, pro Uncle T and all villagers. Hope you all are having a blessed and productive day. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. No, Mr. Intellectual. There was no program yesterday. Tommy, boy, I ain't gonna lie, boy. Yesterday I went by my sister, you know, boy. My mother does make doubles, eh?
Mm-hmm.
I think I licked down 6 doubles.
Right? Your mother-in-law made it.
Yeah, real good, you know. First class doubles, you know. And then they make some bust-up shot. I licked down some bust-up shot too, boy. And then my sister, you know, make some drops to me. Them drops better than Chimuk Bakery drops, you know. You know Chimuk Bakery?
Yeah.
Yeah. Them jobs better than Chimuk Bakery jobs, boy. I lick down them jobs too, boy. And then they make sorrel to it, Tommy. I lick down the sorrel too. And then, Tommy, they had squash to it. They make squash. Yeah? And what was that other one, boy? Baji. It's Baji? Yeah. I think they had Baji too, boy. I lick down that down too, boy. What is that, boy? Yeah, boy. But you know, I just remember something. You know, we not know dessert. Think we know dessert, you know.
After all of that, and drops was dessert.
Drops was the dessert? Nah, drops and no dessert, man. I just call my sister, know about that, boy. You don't know dessert, boy. All that food and you ain't got no dessert, Tommy. What is that? Me don't understand that. How about you, Tommy? What you do? What you do for the holiday, Labor Day?
I take in the parade on YouTube.
Okay. You know me even go on the parkway. Imagine that.
We pass parkway time, man.
Yeah. Me ain't go on the parkway. Me ain't go down.
We have to make room for the youngsters.
Yeah, me ain't go down in Brooklyn. That Juve in Brooklyn, my partner stream Juve. I was supposed to go down there. I wasn't into it, man. I just wasn't into it.
I watched Juve on YouTube. I watched the parade, the entire parade on YouTube.
You know Larry streamed Juve, you know. Yeah, Larry streamed Juve, boy. You did a splendiferous job, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Larry take a bow, boy. Vinja, good evening, good afternoon, Professor Warshik and Uncle Tommy. Good afternoon.
Good evening.
Again. Well, song you way down, you're going further in the back, boy. Oh God. Jesus Christ. Man going further back, boy. Who they oh. Oh, that's what he's saying. The Sparrow song. Plenty people there. Before you. Kishon, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Professor Warshik and Uncle Tommy and all in the village.
Kishon, you get whacked over your head today, Mr.
Yeah, Kishon fall off.
Mr. Lacruz Dichonia.
Yeah, Kishon, you fall off quick, boy. Quick, boy. Oh, boy. You didn't last too long at all, boy. Tommy?
Yep.
He was a one and done, or he was 2 for you? 2?
Yeah, you get 2.
You get 2? But you get 2 and he get the hat trick?
Nah, he couldn't get it.
Way, boy. And he even come close, you know. Man was weird. Hey, Tommy, you see TKR win again, boy?
TKR on a roll, man.
Oh, God, TKR on a roll, boy. Since Nicky P, boy, became the captain, be nice too bad, boy. Be nice too bad. Yeah. TKR all the way, man. Dio Chan, Ramonda. KFC inside.
Hi, good night. Professor Washington, Uncle Tommy, man.
How you going, man?
Good night, brother.
Mr. Washington.
Yeah.
I want to thank the Iraqis in the UNC who hear me crying out and they got on to me and they talk to me. So, everything is a plus.
KFC, you see what I was trying to tell
Oh.
you? I was telling you.
Yeah.
I was telling
Yeah.
you. Everything gonna be all right. Who sing that? Bob Marley?
Yeah. Yeah.
You should have know that. Everything's gonna
Yeah.
be all right. Everything's gonna be
Everything's
all right
gonna
now.
be all right.
Everything's gonna
But sometimes, sometimes I look crowd to everything crowd and in here. Like when they hear me cry out and they hear me and I understand and somebody talk to me. So I don't know everything will be everything, Mr. Washington.
Yeah, man.
I see my boy got a big possession by Rudy, by.
Which Rudy? In that thing?
Yeah, he does go court. He's a lawyer. He's a judge now. I'm a judge.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. That's an excellent thing.
Yeah, never boy, Rudy. But remember Barry Pryor, that's how he locked in that post down there now.
Yeah, I'm glad for you, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything happened in time, man.
I know.
Yeah.
I listened to the news just now, and what's the good night to John Cameron's sister, Vision leader. They're talking about how John Cameron's sister canceled the parade and the fireworks, and she keep her prayers. People go out and pray for the nation, and the PNP them complaining about that. She said, well, those tell you I stay in my constituency and pray for my constituency. But them keep big fireworks in the borough, Tanapuna, and Port of Spring borough, PNM boroughs.
Yeah.
Where they get them funds?
Where they get them funds from?
And I say good afternoon to Mr. Philip. But Mr. Washington, see, does not people going up in Napa for books and things, PNM constituency, boy?
Hey, you think it's easy?
People like Anson and PNM keeping fireworks and parade and all them kind of thing, and they're not going back to the constituency, right?
When the UNC giving out books and things for back to school, the PNM keeping fireworks. They're spending all kind of money, putting up tent, all kind of thing.
I remember the Port of Spring Corporation, right? You know, they run under the PNM.
Yeah.
You know, it's a real garbage collection down the dumping rubbish with the worker, them after thing, the worker, them are dump tools and all kind of thing.
Think it's easy?
No proper roads, don't pick up garbage collection and time, so they won't let you drink scotch and wine up and jam.
Yeah.
So they don't care what the constituencies and them. But Mr. Washington, everything got one and thing in it. KFC, you know, UNC and Pro. So I love my UNC family. Bless. Say no more.
Yeah, yes. I tell KFC whole strain. KFC, you change your name now, boy. No whole strain no more, Tommy. Diochan Ramanda. I hope she rectified the gas situation at pre-sale. It's the second time in 2 weeks. What is the gas situation? No gas right now? You worry yourself now, man. I go get fixed, man. I go get fixed. Clinton Williams, welcome. Professor Warshik and Uncle Tommy. Good night. Blessings. Good night to you and blessings as well. Bulsang say good evening, Walls and Uncle Tommy. I mean, when's the last time Bulsang come out first?
Been a minute.
You're being generous? A minute?
Yep.
You mean like 500 minutes?
Like 60 times?
Yeah, to be honest with you, caller, hold on. I think he days for coming first. He had two chances, Slim and none. And Slim already left the building. Caller, welcome.
Professor, good evening to Professor and Uncle Tommy.
Good evening.
And to all the listeners in the tri-state and around the world.
Good evening.
And to Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah.
I would like to ask the PNM stooge and fanatics through you, Uncle Tommy. If I ever ask Professor will slap me. I want to ask you living in the United States, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And you know, the United States sent some big artilleries down to the southern side, right? They go on south. So they the Caribbean down here, right?
Yeah.
We down in the Caribbean. Which part them vessels on them is? Any of them in Trinidad water?
No.
Professor, I want to ask you something.
Yeah.
If the Prime Minister Raul Gonzal, it was a mediator between Maduro and His Excellency Irfan Ali about the Venezuela impasse and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And to have arbitration. And he come out and say that the United States vessel is not in the Caribbean water to say that they are on any Caribbean island. They're in international water and surrounding, right?
Yeah.
And the economic zone. But they don't have media in Trinidad. For the love of God, you know they call the ambassador from Venezuela, the one in Trinidad here, and ask him all kind of stupid question. What about the ship? And what my Prime Minister said that if Venezuelans Maduro attack Guyana, she will not hesitate to force the United States military. But you see them PNM stooge on them. They're forgetting. Rowley say he was negotiated for stop guns and narco trafficking. It was a health something dynasty in crime. Then it had US making the guns and US supposed to stop it. The drugs coming through and it's to the United States it going, they had to stop it. Now the United States come and take the bull by the horn. I wonder if anybody in Trinidad and Tobago that when them artillery start to fly, it might go to the direction, Professor. But I am going there. The next thing I want to ask Penelope, the leader, the first woman in the PNM, which the PNM never recognized women. And I will tell them I want to tell them tonight on your show. Paula Mae Weeks, the first female president, Rowley shamed that in office. The second highest office holder of a woman, first again under the PNM, they bring it and distribute. The police commissioner. The second one, Blissy Passad, and the second president, they put preaching the gospel, shame again. And now they put a leader who just holding the fort to take all the lambasted for Xiaotong to come back to be the prime minister of this country. I wonder if them PNM supporters are them fighting for what? What are they fighting for? Property tax? And I only hope they didn't watch it to see. They're talking about the TTRA. It was to tax them out of everything. And that's how the PNM, they go in and govern them. That they will tax them. Where is the local government reform? Where PNM talking about that? And Norega? Not because my cabinet and my party get 20 ministers on them. We run like a cocoon inside and hide. It's time somebody take the bull by the horn and set the example. And all they're only fighting now to get back to fully people to vote for you to tax them. Well, it's just only 100 days ago, Professor. Where all our money, $7 billion in the last budget for school. I want the PNM stakeholder who is calling show and type in and say all that are stupidness. I want them to say how much school up to standard for September here. It should have $7 billion spent. And Professor, have a good night. I'll call you back later.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you. So Tommy, Monica Ramke soon says, Jesus, cover me while we fix it. Cover the chat, cover Wall Street and Uncle Tommy, cover Kamala and the UNC, cover. Right, what we doing now? We covering the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, the Honorable Kamala Possessor, while she fixes it. Chad Matty, Bettler, good night, Professor Wall Street and Uncle Tommy, blessings to all. Bennett Thomas, welcome. Good evening, Professor Wall Street and Uncle Tommy, and all on the chat just joined. Yeah. Jesus alone who sits on the throne. Cover we, Jesus. Cover we while we fix it. Correct is right. Yeah. Hey, look my partner from Chumak boy, man. That Chumak Kenyan partner. Curtis Monteshad boy. I grew up in Chumak with Curtis, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Virginia, welcome. Pleasant good night, Professor Walsh. And Uncle Timmy. Good night to you. Anthony, bless. Good night, Walsh. And Uncle Tommy and the village. Robert Mahabir, boy. On the nice Gary family, boy. Good
You
night.
always,
Eh?
you always say that.
I always say that.
You whenever it's Gary's family.
Yeah, on the nice Gary family, boy. This Phantom, boy.
Yep.
Yeah. Old song say Tilele, and that's why you getting so much licks. You go around Tilele. PNM, titivate himself for independence. They were very disrespectful. Yeah, Mr. Intellectual, welcome.
Yes, evening, gentlemen.
Bless evening.
Same to you.
Hey, everybody on each chat.
Yeah, man.
This thing like drugs, you know.
This thing like what?
I said this thing like drugs.
Oh, like drugs.
Why I have withdrawal symptoms since Sunday, boy.
Oh God.
I out at it's Sunday. I went and help a brother do something. I came back late in the night. Next year, Monday, I woke up, I looked in to see well what going on because I didn't get a chance to go back and look at the program and understand that COP co-hosted and all kind of thing.
Yeah.
And today I get kind of tired up again. I tell myself, I said, well, I have to try and come back in a little early to see well, whether or not the thing when I reach back in. I sent a little text wondering if it will have anything to dinner. And well, eventually, yeah, well, afterwards I realized what it went on.
Yeah.
Now, all my little withdrawal symptoms and things, I had a good time otherwise, right? In the sense that we were helping people do stuff and things like that. You mentioned something there about millions of dollars spent and other people were doing other needful things. You think that after 9.5 years as Squanamania, that they're going to stop just like that? These people and them they complain about the how do I call them? URP and
CPEP.
And forestry, get them reforestation workers. And they broken, they hungry, they think all these millions of dollars, right? 10,000 people, they say, or 20,000 or 30,000 people. With all these millions of them that they spend, you don't think that if they divide up that money that they spend and give it to these people and them, they'll be better off?
Correct.
That's not patriotism.
Yep.
But you see, these people and them, let me answer a question. You would take $100, roll it up and burn it?
No, I wouldn't do that.
But you know, when you take fireworks, you buy it. Right? Like burning $100 or $500 and $1,000, right?
Yeah, correct.
Hey, the 1%ers making their money one way or another.
Think it easy.
Yeah, but as a people, we burning money. We actually burning money. Guys, it's like buying a pack of cigarette and smoking it. You're burning your money. So, them prefer to burn money and to give it to the poor people and them who need it. You understand? That's the kind of ideology that we have in this country. Anybody that doing that kind of thing ain't care about the poor and the needy. And who supporting it? Worse. Have a blessed evening, gentlemen.
Come on. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let me injection this evening.
Thank you. Who sing that song, Tommy? Get injection. Somebody sing that song with injection.
Dr. Cassandra.
Kitchener. Yeah, Dr. Cassandra. Yeah. I remember that one, Kitchener. Yolanda Cordner, welcome. COP. COP inside.
Professor Wall Street, good night to you. And Uncle Tommy.
Same
good
to
night
you.
to you, brother.
Same to you.
Yep.
Let me say this, I want to say it publicly. I get rave reviews. They say, boy, COP have a future in radio, boy. That's what they tell me.
Yeah, but they can say what they want. They can say what they want. I know about doing a 3 minutes call and a 2 minutes call. That's what I know about. But anyway, I can tell them thanks. I have a little thing in me. But that food right here you say eating, you eat squash and bhaji and bus up shot. That really a bajan food you eat there, you know. When them in there, people that have that bajan, is them kind of food that is eaten. You know?
Hey, but you good, boy.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
COP,
you show it.
Nothing was left on the plate, you know. Nothing, boy.
Yeah, what you say? You mash up that. You lick down that.
Everything they give me.
That's wrong. We see that it tastes nice, especially the drops. When it, at Solo Bakery drops, a long time drops is really eat good in a way.
What?
Solo, you know.
You know, I ain't gonna lie. When I used to drink soda and things, and in the early days, and I might go back to Trinidad, I had to go and sit down, buy chimuk, boy, buy some currant shoal, buy some drops. But I didn't used to eat. I really don't remember eating black pudding that much. Pudding. You know, I don't remember. It just have a fella outside Chimuk used to sell pudding. Yeah?
But then drops and soil look quite nice too.
Correct.
The drops and soil look quite nice. Yeah. But let me go to the politics now. I listening to the PNM side, Professor Wall Street and citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. We must understand or try to understand what the PNM really saying and what them really doing. And if them really mean well to the citizens of this country, or they really spreading that propaganda throughout Trinidad and Tobago. I watching the news and I seen which part the Port of Spain City Corporation workers complaining for the money, the overtime, and the showing which part all the trucks and garbage truck and them bringing out it not working. And I listen and I say right now, Penny and them spending so much money to hold independence celebration. The mayor said it cost them $120,000 and it come out from the mayor's fund. And I asked myself, as a taxpayer citizen of this country, why we giving the mayor, why the mayor all that money in a mayor's fund so that he could use as he want? And he will put out $120,000 to have party. I call it a party. And why you didn't use that money to pay the workers and them? Or fix all the garbage trucks and them? The people, the workers and them say, look, they had documents. They don't want a meeting with the union. They want a meeting with the honorable local government minister because they're saying if the minister go and speak with the official in the office, they'll lie to she. don't like to share, and don't want a meeting with the minister. Why the mayors and city corporation for all these years all you get millions of dollars, up to billions of dollars all you get, and yet still all you can't fix them garbage truck. The people them working Saturday and Sunday and they still can't get the money. They still can't get the money. And all you just spending money willy-willy just so. What was the mayor's responsibility? To take the mayor's fund money and spend it behind a party, or to take the mayor money, take the money and pay the workers on them so that the workers they will have a better life, they will get the money, they will do the work properly. What is your agenda, PNM and PNM City Corporation? Because we shouldn't classify it as a Port of Spain City Corporation. PNM Corporation. But this local election, we understand that Port of Spain City Corporation going to the UNC.
Yeah, we had to
Uncle
change
Tommy
that.
and Professor. Yeah, we had to change that.
Change that.
That makes no sense there.
Yeah, we had to
Not
change
even if you look in the Port of Spain Corporation, if you look at 20 miles right around the Port of Spain Corporation, it's dilapidated, and them responsibility is to ensure the community and them in a better state.
Yeah.
Right through around them and dilapidated. What are they doing with the money? Driving fancy car, eating fancy food and drinking fancy liquor. And then Declan's coming and talking garbage on national TV. Where you want to pray around amongst the Prime Minister for penalty Beckers? What you want to pray amongst the Prime Minister for and saying she not attended? Did you attend? You didn't go nowhere, you went party. Why didn't stay home and pray amongst your family? That's the only way, Almighty, you're going to draw the attention of the Creator of heaven and earth by praying secretly and privately. And that is what all the UNC constituency do. All the PNM areas and went and party and lime. Why all of them stay in your house and lock up the house and pray? Thank you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, correct is right. COP. They want to TTV and they're going down the road and they're jumping and they're dancing. Yeah? And it's have people home must didn't even have dinner or didn't even have breakfast or didn't have lunch. Yeah? But they paying them out there TTVing, you know? Doing all kind of dance up and down the road. And anyway. Yeah, Southwestern.
Yeah, Uncle Tommy and Uncle Professor.
Yeah.
Yes.
I continue my autobiography.
Yeah, man.
I want to ask Trini, right?
Yeah.
And my autobiography. Is it not Keith Rowley for the last 10 years? He shut up all the Christian and Hindu and Muslim faith, and he threw them one side and he tell them, you want to president this country? Because he buy them out of hush up for the last 10 years. What do you think again? Uncle Tommy, Professor, I remember this. He outgrown his head, because I gave him to that question. Rowley never recognized the prayer community and the organization the churches are doing in this country. Because my political leader, Ms. Kamala Prasad SC, come out and had a gospel singer come to this country to remove the hex and the witchcraft which the PNM is known for. They get it jumpy. It's like holy water and salt and pepper. But I want to ask Trini, is not Rowley who sell out a helicopter for national security? We asked it in the middle of the night, in the dead of night, and is a logger see it and videotape it? Is it not Rowley or that John Hines and the Ministry of National Security never buy fire tender to upgrade the fire service? Is it not that same Rowley and you, Penny, was a part of the PNM? Stab the Coast Guard vessels on them and have it dug in Shagaramas and we're mashing up the propeller and mashing up the boat? And just for diesel? When people in Castlefield down in I'll get it there, so the fishermen and them, well, they never go and rescue them. All leave them in 90 long day. All the Penny, It's not you. It was a part of the government who stabbed the police service, the prison service, and Paris. Where is the court in the prison? All that mash up everything. And what I want to put on parade? Huh? What I want to put on parade? I said a young officer that all the pastor does the other day with 2 little old SRR. Eh? Let me pray for the country that all they mash it up, decimated, and look how the fully CPEP, URP, and the forestry workers are them. All they had them as all the voter bank to use them as is. I wonder, Penny, you want something to get popularity, to do what? To come back in power, to rub the same people for 10 years? What Rowley do? And Rowley telling people you was an hijack who jumped in the PNM and hijack it. Eh? You know the history of the PNM. So you don't really have true PNM and ask all what are the PNM. You all the benefit out of the PNM and all leave the supporters hanging again. So Penny, I'm asking you feel it's right to call for the report how one of your colleagues get lick up enough and was the problem for the fire tenders and the fire wasn't contained? Yeah, is that not going to report? Is that not going to report, Noriega, to know that IT is working? I thought internet service and the cameras and them always malfunctioning. All it comes that way. And you know what I want to ask Marvin Gonzalez? All the money has been borrowed for Wasa. Why is this? When rain fall, the cardiac water treatment plant has shut down. Eh? Up to now, all the corona problem for the intake pump. So, food for the boys and thought for the people.
Thank you.
All of get full again. Have a pleasant night.
Thank you.
Thank you. You do the same.
Tommy, thank you.
Yeah.
So Anne-Marie Bolan. Anne-Marie was here before. We have a minute before we go to the break. Anne-Marie, welcome.
I didn't think. I think let's welcome her.
Yeah, well, welcome Anne-Marie. I think Anne-Marie new here. Beulah, you have a minute before we go for the break. Go ahead.
Hello?
You have a minute.
Good night.
Beulah, you have a minute before we go for the break. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, I could call back, you know. But anyway, let me just say.
Take your minute, man. Take your minute. You can call back after too. Take your minute.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Well said, caller, and well said, COP.
Yeah.
Penny, we trust you at all. We watch you jumping and carrying on with the PNMites. Like I said, Sunday, that looked like a rally, a PNM rally. That was not their prayer, right? And I want Auntie Kamala not to trust Penny because I could read between the lines with that woman. That woman is a wolf in sheep clothing. Right? She is not to be trusted because if she was to be trusted, she would have advised all her PNMites, hello, let us get together and pray for our country because I see Penny want to join with Kamala to help solve crime. For 9.5 years, you didn't do it. I think something playing off there with Penny, you know. Because I watch out Penny don't give a damn about anything what's going on in this country and how much she people suffering. All she care about is that they come out and they jump and they waving the national flag. Imagine that in that kind of way.
All right. We gotta go for the break, Beulah. Beulah, we're going for the break. Call back after the break, okay?
Yeah, of course.
All right. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. Folks, it's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We're going to take that break. We'll be right back. Stick and stay. Don't go nowhere. Don't forget, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also at 973-609-6509. 973-609-6509. And don't forget, share the live. Please share the live.
And when we come back, we're going to give you guys the breaking news, what happened with the U.S. military in Southern Caribbean. We'll be right back.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
Welcome to WZYE TV 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And on Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. on Let's Talk Politics. Like, share and subscribe to keep up to date with reality affecting your life, and as we always say, we bring the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
You're tuned to WZYE, the heartbeat of unfiltered truth. We're more than a station, we're a movement, grounded in facts, driven by integrity, committed to progress. We don't chase headlines, we create them. Decoding politics and current affairs to question power, not cozy up to it. From Laventille to Scarborough, whether you're in your living room or your commute, this is where perspectives collide, divides dissolve, and tomorrow's conversations start today. WZYE, we originate, not imitate.
Fire! 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 No more red. No more red. No more red. No more red. No left foot, right foot again. No more struggle, no more shame, no more pain. We want to see us win. We want the brides again. No more penny again. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. We don't vouch for you. And we are tired of the bloodshed, tired of the taxes, tired of proposals and all the excuses, tired of no water, tired of stretching at the lot, tired of the eyebrows rippling. No left foot, right foot again. No more struggle, no more shame, no more pain. We want to see we win, we want the brides again. No more penny again. Bye bye, me bye bye. Bye bye, bring bye bye. I'm a fight the We're tired of the bloodshed, tired of the taxes, of the proposals and all the excuses, tired of no water, tired of stretching at the lot, tired of the eyebrows rippling. No left foot, right foot again. No more struggle, no more shame, no more pain. We want to see we win, we want the brides again. No more penny again. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. We don't vouch it for you. No more red. 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 No left foot, right foot again. No more struggle, no more shame, no more pain. We want to see the win, we want the brides again. No more penny again. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. We don't vouch for you. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. We don't vouch for you.
And of course, we are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walsheet, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, whenever you join us, do your WZYE civic duty. Share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, WZYE TV and YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also 973-609-6509, 973-609-6509. And as the professor asked, please share the live. Share the live. Please share the live.
Tommy, look your PNM friend, boy.
Which one of them?
No, look on the screen. You know long range CCY?
Patsy?
Yeah, Patty. Hey, welcome PNM Read, boy. Read how you going. We ain't seen her a long time, boy. Like she was hibernating in Independence Day parade, boy. Hey, Tommy?
Well, she's here now, so I'm grateful.
Anyway, yeah, Patty, welcome. How long we ain't see Patty, boy? Wonder if Gordon get she a call, boy. I ain't see Gordon Dryden Joseph either, you know. I wonder if he working, boy. I feel he must be working, you know. Just cool, good night. Just cool. Just cool. No. Just cool. I ain't go back at that card or just cool. I ain't go back at that one. I'm gonna leave that one alone. George Ramdeen, welcome. All right, let me get this voice message here. Yeah, KFC.
Hi, good night, Mr. Washington, Uncle Tommy. Patty come back?
Yeah, Patty come back, boy.
She enjoyed herself for independence, but she was up in Telapuna Corporation.
Yeah. You see she up there?
Me, I still in my place. I still man pray with my family, you know. The other campus at such old bait. You see them going and show they could rent tent, rent generators, do silent fireworks in the corporation, and for years for credit for water and little road pavement and all them kind of thing in the constituency there. Is there something really wrong with them? But we what up? Mr. Washington, we have a local election too. We want an Apuna corporation too.
Yeah, we go take that.
Take away from that man called Austin Rogers, whatever his name is. And man down in Port of Spain down there. When we're down there, going to be a hard fight. Because down there, they love PNM until they die. Sufferation. We go still give them a fight. So we are there being focused.
Yes.
We see in UNC Corporation, you see them must play the fool.
Yeah.
Them cleaning drainage and rivers and water courses and all them kind of thing. They could do that in the constituency down there, cleaning the river, the Israel River right there. Whatever they do with money, but Washington, that's where the money is.
Yeah.
You see where the money is. Well, for friends and family to eat and drink big and have a nice time and wine and jam. Bless.
Lucky Lal said, Professor Walsh, please acknowledge the people on Facebook, like Tommy Mohammed. I just called Tommy Mohammed name. Defender, welcome. Defender.
It is Professor Walsh and Uncle Tommy.
How you going, brother?
Good to you, Defender.
I was taking a little time out, but something had to bring me back out.
All right. Be glad when you come back out.
I want to bring it to you and Uncle Tommy attention, right?
Yeah.
But Ken Ali posted a document yesterday on the Facebook page. I don't know if you saw it.
Yeah, I saw the as a matter of fact, Defender, as you talk, I'm putting that together in order to do a audio video of it as we talk right now. Go ahead.
Right. So
that is the one with the headline. Hold on. That is the one with the headline. PNM ministers and $1 million contract after the January election.
Exactly that one.
Yeah. Have it.
Well, you know what bother me badly about that? Badly. I don't know if you know, I do garbage contracts also for the agency, right?
Yeah.
What should I do? Approximately 5 contracts for the agency in 5 different housing developments, right?
Right.
You know what amazed me yesterday when I saw the article? Wall Street, you can count up my 5 compounds, and none of my contracts close to that.
None?
Wall Street, it bothered me badly.
But it's at least a half.
Wall Street, close to. Wall Street, I saw a company named Pical. 2.5 million. Wall Street, that bothered me so bad. Because if you check up that 2.5,
10 million.
I say, of that. When I was telling you it's half of what I was talking about. You know?
I tell you what average total.
No, half of one.
Yeah. Well, you know, they talk about a company owned by Natalie Gabriel.
Yeah, that is. Well, shit, I'm telling you, this thing, these people eating on the top and still trying to come at the bottom too. To cut grass in the Wall Street.
To cut grass,
you know. Pay them some with grass,
boy.
So,
yeah,
they like grass or something.
And when people say the PNM wicked and evil, yeah, and all the malicious, the nefarious, right, the diabolical, the heinous, the conniving, the vindictive, oh God, why you calling them? The proof is there.
And there are some allergies too.
Yeah.
Uncle Tommy, I know you don't every card, all right?
Yeah.
Patricia Reed, you said don't want to watch people think. Government ministers running away with the taxpayers' dollars, but no, we forget to put one part behind it. No tendering process.
Yeah.
And Patricia Reed response to that is don't watch people think. Wall Street, guys, what I'm telling you, PNM like grass. Because when them big companies cut the grass and CPAP cut the grass, Patricia Reed and them eating the grass. Because they have nothing.
Yeah.
That is how sad it is.
But I think you're being generous in giving them the grass. I feel some of them eating under the grass.
Under the grass too?
Yeah, under the grass.
I now tell you I get 5 contracts, 5 separate contracts, 5 different compounds.
Yeah.
And it doesn't add up to half of one. But she telling me, don't watch people think.
Yeah.
I ain't lying, boy. Watch the PNM supporters. I ain't lying, but the going to the, is there anything lower than the sub-basement? Watch it.
I see if I could find something lower than that. I had to look for something.
I had to be something lower than the sub-basement, boy.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's need to bring that to your attention. Watch that. I'll wait your editorial.
Thank you.
Because this one dropped straight in my cornfield. So I just want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
All right, folks, we want to listen to this here. Patricia Reed, you get 5, you're ungrateful. Defender, she said you get 5, you're ungrateful. Yeah? 5. She get 5. You get 5, Patricia. And 5 is not even half of what? 1. And somebody get 5, right? Somebody get 5. And his 5 is not half of a person 1. Yeah? Marcel Joseph, welcome. Let me go back to Lucky Lale. In Santa Cruz, when roll, I was watching people and giving money and them house and mall. Wasn't a problem. They always watching Kamala house. Yeah. Hey, Tommy, look at our partner. He come right after party, boy. They're like playing paid. Patricia Reed only say good things now, girls. They will mod you, hate, tell you how you what? Your LBO short, etc. What is LBO? Tell me, what is LBO?
Yeah,
elbow. Oh, no, your elbow. what I feel I'll be writing sometime now, boy. I didn't even need Caribbean Soul. All the way Caribbean Soul. I ain't seen him, you know. Yeah, defender.
We had one thing, breaking news, Guyana president just secured his second term in office.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thanks a lot, man.
Oh, it was officially posted as well.
Yeah, man. There you go, folks. Thank you. Yeah. All right. Let me see this voice note here. All right, that was a mistake. All right, folks, let me play this for you. What does this guy say? Uncle Ruckus, the World Bank does not intentionally provide false statistics. But listen to this, Tommy. Tommy, listen to this, Listen to this.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to this. Right? This is the miseducation that the PNM give to people like Patty Reed and Gordon Dryden Joseph and PNM Red Fox. Listen to this, Tommy. The World Bank does not intentionally provide false statistics, but its poverty figures can be inaccurate or misleading due to issues with data quality. Can you imagine that, Tommy?
Mm-hmm.
Do you hear that gobbledygook that fella, that dotishology, the stupidology, the foolishology, the nincompoopology, nincompoopology? Yeah. That fella, right? Boy, you should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed, really. I'm going to go back to Lucky Lal says, the U.S. military ain't business as long as they acknowledge your presence around them and you are suspect not identifying yourself, they will react. Let me go back and see something here. Facebook, nah, party. You sit down and watch people think. Okay, hold on, Nah, this cannot be. Folks, this cannot be. Folks, I'm asking you guys a question now, because I don't want it to be somebody else and I remove somebody else from the chat. This person here, Banmeha, Marco Rubin's statement on it, Trinidad was mentioned. I don't know if that's the same person. Folks, I'll take your guidance on that one. Anirudh Suraj, locked on from Ajax, Ontario, Canada. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining us. That is a Facebook post. I don't know if this is Banmere, folks. Hi, Wall Street. I guess you did not see the video of the jog boat that the U.S. military destroyed. Of course, we see that. All the guys Banmere asking, Tommy Mohammed, it's time to question penny weak beckers in Parliament as to why they use taxpayers' money to party for independence. You're absolutely correct. We had to answer that question. He said it was not silent firewood. I'm going to go back and see. Rajendra. Hold on. Hey, look, Caribbean Soul, yes? Anthony say, Walsh, what do you expect from a PNM cult member? What do you feel? Fox and Patty Boy, they are agreeing with each other, boy. Oh, look, Rajendra. I did speed writing, but I can't understand the go about the Gordon post. Yeah, Gordon boy. Me, I can understand that. Marcel Joseph says so it has been confirmed. Finally wants Ghana election again. He's the best for them right now. I'm Caribbean Soul. What you was cooking? Come on, man. Caribbean Soul said Margaret, but I was cooking. Cooking what? We was frying water? Caribbean Soul? Man was frying water, Tommy. All right, folks, listen to this, right? Listen to this. Listen to the President of the United States of America. Listen to this. Plus, we have the video of the strike in the Southern Caribbean. Take a listen.
Come out, and when you leave the room, you'll see that we just, over the last few minutes, literally shot out a boat, a drug-carrying boat, a lot of drugs in that boat. And you'll be seeing that, and you'll be reading about that. It just happened moments ago, and our great general, head of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, who's been so incredible, including what took place in Iran, knocking out potential nuclear power for a long time to come. I think within a month they would have had it. We didn't do what we did. But he gave us a little bit of a briefing. And you'll see, and there's more where that came from. We have a lot of drugs pouring into our country, coming in for a long time. And we just, these came out of Venezuela and coming out very heavily from Venezuela. A lot of things are coming out of Venezuela. So we took it out, and you'll get to see that after this meeting is over.
So, folks, this is actually what happened. You see, Tommy, what happens now is that a message is being sent, right, with regards to the drug and the gun runners, that Big Brother watching you. Simple. Big Brother is watching you. Yeah? And if you feel you're going to get away with anything, no. But here is another statement made from the White House today as well. Take a listen to this. And Trinidad name was called in it. Take a listen.
The president is going to be on offense against drug cartels and drug trafficking in the United States. It destabilizes not just the country, but the entire Caribbean basin. These particular drugs were probably headed to Trinidad or some other country in the Caribbean, at which point they just contribute to the instability these countries are facing. So the president's been very clear that he's going to use the full power of America and the full might of the United States to take on and eradicate these drug cartels, no matter where they're operating from and no matter how long they've been able to act with impunity. Those days are over.
And folks, you may not have heard it clearly, but that was Marco Rubio talking about what happened. And the Prime Minister also made a statement too as well. Let's take a listen to that. So, folks, good things are happening for Trinidad and Tobago finally. You know that we have gotten rid of the P&M. You know, Trinidad is on the right track. Now that we have gotten rid of the P&M, yeah, we get rid of them. Trinidad and Tobago is on the right track. Who vex lost? Simple. Take a listen.
PM, U.S. military should kill them all violently. Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissessar has expressed strong support for the United States strike on a Venezuela-based drug vessel, saying she has no sympathy for traffickers and that the U.S. military should kill them all violently. I, along with most of the country, am happy that the U.S. naval deployment is having success in their mission, the Prime Minister said in a WhatsApp message. Illegally trafficked drugs and arms have caused death and destruction in our society over the last 25 years. Our country has been ravaged by bloody violence and addiction because of the greed of the cartels. The slaughter of our people is fueled by evil cartel traffickers. The pain and suffering the cartels have inflicted on our nation is immense. She added that restricting illegal guns, drugs, and human trafficking will decrease the violence in the region and in particular our country, and asked for divine protection for U.S. military personnel engaged in the interdiction mission. May God bless and protect the members of the U.S. military who are engaged in the drug interdiction mission. Their efforts will save many lives in our country and the region, she said. This statement follows U.S. President Donald Trump's announcement of a strike on a drug-carrying boat in the Southern Caribbean. Secretary of State Marco Rubio described the operation as a lethal strike against a vessel operated by a designated narco-terrorist organization. Trump released a video on Truth Social of the U.S. military strike against the boat that had left Venezuela. The administration says it was a drug-carrying boat, with Trump adding that they were positively identified Trinidad Araguan narco-terrorists and that they were heading to the United States. The strike resulted in 11 terrorists killed in action.
Hear that? Things happening in order to better the country, Tommy. But you know, Tommy, what was interesting, right? In that we have a prime minister who finally have decided you had to pick a side, eh? You had to pick a side. Right? Tommy, do you agree you had to pick a side? Or you
Absolutely. Absolutely, you have to pick a side. The only thing is that we don't want no innocent lives to be lost, though.
No, but no innocent life wasn't lost there. But wait, Tommy. Anytime you pick a side, there's always an accessory to whatever has been done. Anytime these type of things happen, in my estimation, there's an accessory to what's happening. There's always going to be an accessory. You know, it's like you traveling in a car and you don't know the driver weed in the car. And the car gets stopped. You're an accessory to that crime. You're an accessory to breaking the law. So you may have to suffer the consequences, even though the weed is not yours. And in making changes, there are things that happen when people are accessory to certain things. Yeah? Yeah, KFC.
You gotta pick a side.
You gotta pick a side.
The red is PNM Venezuela, and yellow is Donald Trump.
Correct is right. Yeah.
So, as a UNC supporter and a strong activist, I pick a side. I go on the yellow side.
Yeah, you gotta pick a side. You know.
Yeah, this thing's serious. But we supported the government full of what they trying to do with the drug trade. That mashing up the youth and them in the crowd, too much crimes and murders and innocent people life lost in.
And clean up the country.
Clean up the country, bring back the country, bring back trade and how it is, man. But Mr. What should we do? The blow that about it?
Yeah, they blow it up. I mean.
So America eyes in the sky now, right?
Yeah. Correct is right.
The drugs and guns and bombs and all distributed all over the constituencies and them places, especially PNM constituencies with the high murder rate and 5 and 4 people dying right through. For the last 9 years under the PNM, they do nothing about it.
Yep.
So they take you past that wine and jam and they try to develop their community. That's why I can never like the PNM, Mr. Washington, because I know we can evil is, especially with the PNM in the West crowd out there, you know, like they're waking up and seeing the PNM don't really care about them. And Mr. Washington, I look to them, Mr. Choose that side.
Bless.
What side?
Bless. Caller, welcome. Alistair, welcome.
Professor Wall Street and Uncle Tommy, good night.
Good night to you.
Same to you.
Yeah, you hear me clearly?
Loud and clear.
Right. So I want to tie in some of the problems we have now. So let us take you back into some old politics. Well, I'm going back in time then. Retro.
Yeah.
Right? Now, in 2015, Minister Imbut said the country had money for 3 days. It was running on fumes. I don't know if you remember that statement.
Say that again?
Mr. Imbut, Minister of Finance, said the country was running on fumes. It only had money for 3 days.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I want to remind some of the PNM sycophants.
Yeah.
In 2015, they had $10.7 billion, right, in reserves. Now we're talking US money here, right?
Yeah.
10.7 billion US dollars in reserve. $5.7 billion in the Heritage and Stabilization Fund. 5.6 billion US in excess liquidity, right? But Mr. Inbert said that the country was running on fumes, which we all knew that was a lie. Then, in 2018, I don't know if you remember this lady, a very honest, diligent politician, Nicole Oliveri.
I know Nicole Oliveri.
She was the.
I know she very well.
Yeah, she was the MP for Labre.
Labre, and she was the Minister of Energy too.
Minister of Energy, right?
Correct, is right.
Now she raised she raised an issue in 2018 with the then Minister Kazim Hussein, who was the Minister of
local government.
Local government.
Yeah.
Right. About the issue of CPEP.
Yeah.
In 2018,
Yeah.
Listen to when, In 2018, she raised an issue of corruption in CPEP. And what happened to her? Rowley put her on the back bench. On the back bench and replaced her with, you know who?
Was it Franklin Khan?
Mr. Franklin Khan, the man who closed down Petrotrin.
Yeah.
That is the man who raised an express in 2018 and said, a carpenter in Petrotrin getting $20,000 a week, and a cleaner getting $15,000 a month, right? And that was a lie, Professor. These fellas and them, when they die, they're going straight to hell. You know, you used to play a game, do pass, go to hell.
Yeah.
Right. Monopoly.
Yeah, Monopoly.
Right. Right. So she raised the issue back 2018. So you see how we go back in the time, the corruption took place since then, or probably before, right? She said that there's a big corruption in CPEP. Back then to Mr. Hussein, and Rowley ignored her and put her in the back bench and replaced her with Franklin Khan. Then you had Mr. Young going to Venezuela to and fro. You remember Mr. Mandela?
Yeah, the ambassador.
He was the ambassador. When Trump had his first term, Young was to and fro in Venezuela, and some issue took place. And Young lied on him, and he called him out.
Call him out, yes.
He called him out, yes. Yep. Added to that, President Trump invited all the CARICOM leaders except Rowley. I don't know if you can remember that.
Yeah.
And do you know when Trump won, this is what caused Rowley to go, When he realized that Trump was going to win or won, he packed his baggage and left, and appointed, and appointed Young as the prime minister, Right. So I just wanted to highlight that for you.
Thank you, man. Thank you, Alistair.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
Bless.
That the PNM has found itself in, as the gentleman would have said rightly. Dr. Eric Williams, many years ago, said that every single member of the PNM is a propagandist of the PNM. And one of the first things I will do as your new chairman is to ensure that the propagandists of the PNM must be deployed on every nook and every cranny of this country, and we will chase them away on social media, and that the gospel of the PNM must be known to every single citizen of this country.
Remember to take the gospel of the PNM and to spread it in your homes, your villages, in your offices, and throughout the length and breadth of Trinidad and Tobago.
Remember that? Remember that?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what they're telling you. They are interested in propaganda. But Tommy, you see the fourth estate? Let me just read this here. Caribbean soldiers and this one. Drug probably heading to Trinidad. U.S. Secretary of State, the drugs are probably headed to TNT or another Caribbean country from Venezuela. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio has claimed that a Venezuelan gang vessel destroyed earlier today by U.S. military forces in the Caribbean Sea was likely transporting narcotics destined for Trinidad or another Caribbean nation. The boat linked to the Tren de Aragua criminal organization, a notorious Venezuelan gang, also referred to locally as the Trending Nuaweda, was destroyed with lethal force by U.S. naval assets operating off Venezuela coast on the orders of U.S. President Donald Trump. 11 gang members were killed in the strike. Rubio's statement, however, contradicts remarks by President Donald Trump, who said the narcotic shipment was bound for the United States. Yeah. The idea is that the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago is on the right side here, Tommy, in trying to make sure that we clean up the problems that we have in Trinidad and Tobago. Who don't want that, man? Why the PNM people don't want that to be done, Tommy? Why?
I have a call. I have a call, Wall Street.
For a ticket.
Caller, you're live. You're live, caller.
Good night.
Same to you.
Professor Tom.
Yes, sir.
All is everything.
All's well.
Everything cool. Yeah, Wall and Professor. I wonder if I living in the right place or in the right world with these people who in their right mind go back Venezuela against America. Even if you like America or you like Trump or whatever, what Venezuela could really do for we? More than give me more pressure. It's about certain millions of people running from Venezuela. How you could back Venezuela against Trump and America? What wrong with these people around them people? They're living in this world or they're on a different map with toothless beckons and evil Rowley and them trying to create who in their right mind go back Venezuela against America. Have a good night, fellas.
Thank you for your call.
Yeah.
You know,
Where Wall Street?
You know, I wasn't. Anyway, folks, let me do this, right? For me, I want you all to listen to this editorial. I think it's important that we don't let things sort of blind us, and I think we have to be
focused.
We have to focus. We have to stay focused, and don't let things blind us. But before I get to this, right? This is my editorial. Tommy, there's an article in Trinidad Express talking about PM silent on no show. I'm just going to read a paragraph. Prime Minister Kamla Prasad's successor remains silent on her absence from the day of prayer hosted by the Interreligious Organization on Independence Day. Similar to Sunday, the PM did not respond to Express yesterday as a response was sought on some criticism that she should have been in attendance. And listen to this, Listen to this. The fourth estate, among those questioning Prasad Busasa absent from the event at the Diwali Naga in Shoguanas was opposition leader Penelope Beckles. Beckles and others said Prasad Busasa had made a call for a day of prayer in announcing the cancellation this year of the state celebration for independence. Right? Tommy, help me here.
Let me see if I can.
The fourth estate just seemed to me, Tommy, that any article they print, it's always a PNM leaning article. They have an opinion, it's a PNM leaning opinion. Why is the Fourth Estate so biased against the current government? Why? Help me here. Or Tommy, I would like for a few people to call and tell us why you believe the Fourth Estate is so biased against the current government. Tommy, if I call a day of prayer, right? I am telling the country, have a day of prayer. Why they don't criticize the PNM for all the amount of money they spent on that wine and jam on Independence Day? Why don't they criticize them for that? Where is the criticism of that by the Fourth Estate? Go ahead, Tommy.
Fourth Estate is going to be forever deployed as in propagandists for the Red Party. So whatever you get, you take.
Well, Tommy, I believe the days for whatever the Fourth Estate give, you take, is over. It's over, right?
Well, we have a counter reaction by the elevation of the social media.
Correct. Yep. So the counteract to the Fourth Estate is when they publish these type of googly guck, right? We have to counteract them, with their rhetoric. Their rhetoric. Yeah, that's what we have to do.
Yep.
Yeah, KFC.
Mr. Washington answer that question.
Yeah.
The Fourth Estate, there is the PNM. The 1% media, they must defend the PNM. Them is the PNM. The PNM, them is the voter bank. Now we have media like you, TC and every another medias to bring out the truth. For them go over to defend the puppets and them, Mr. Washington, brainwash the people and them, So let them be fire bomb the CMC, Trinidad and TV6. Them is the PNM. Them getting all the contract and anything on the truck for the people out there under the PNM. Bless.
Yeah, I mean, when you listen to what they're writing, and somehow they always that among those questioning Prasad Besse's absence from the event was opposition leader Penelope Wigbecker. Yes, COP.
Professor Walshit and Uncle Tommy.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Was 95.9. Professor Walshit, you see that stop? You see it by the Honorable Prime Minister stop that $200 and something million the Fourth Estate get every year?
Yeah.
That hurt them. That hurt them.
Oh, that's
that hurt them.
That's what it is.
That's what it is. And for that, they're going to spread the propaganda in every crook and every cranny in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. That show biasness, deceit, and just wicked journalism. Social media show more accountability, the definition of what media is supposed to be expressing. They're more transparent than the Fourth Estate. We shouldn't even call them the Fourth Estate. We should call them the 36. Carry them quite down to 36 or something. Because the Fourth Estate supposed to be educating, informing, and entertaining. Them more entertaining and lies and propaganda. That is the definition of the Fourth Estate. That can never be. Social media, program like these, like yours, WZYE 95.9, much more transparent and honest to the city. And you all not even from over here, from Trinidad. More honest and transparent than the Trinidad media what we have. in this country. They do journalism to favor political party when they're making $200 million every year.
Yep, correct.
And if they can't make that $200 million every year, and what Patrick Manning would say about Rowdy, how he get? They get like a raging bull, and they start to print false information that attack the government in power. But Fourth Estate and media in Trinidad and Tobago, people don't listen to all that again. All it is take news. All it is take news from social media.
Correct. Yep.
That's what it is do. Them just take news from social media. Them take all your honest and transparent editorial and thing and play it as if them do that. Social Fourth Estate. Let relax all yourself. This country going with social media now.
Yep.
Not no Fourth Estate. Just imagine in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, we have medias, Fourth Estate, when them supposed to be bringing the truth to us. Don't express lies and propaganda. And we must pay them $200 million every year for that. That's fair? For the past 10 years. For the past 10 years. If you check 2x10, how much money them, how much millions they make for what? For just supporting the PNM?
That is it.
What about bringing transparent news to the citizens of the country? The definition of media. What about that? Fourth Estate, all behave all yourself. We go in with WAS 95.9. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. So, folks.
Thank you.
This is what I want. I'm going back to this, and I'm gonna leave it here.
You're playing editorial.
Yeah, I'm gonna play the editorial. I think even though you are supporting a political side, I don't think we need to try to rewrite history. Okay? I think some things to be left alone. And let me give the example again. And then I'm going to play the editorial. It doesn't matter. 100 years from now, Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissessar is going to be considered the mother of the nation. You cannot take that away. Right? First female Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. You cannot take that away. And we cannot take away the fact either that Dr. Eric Williams was the first Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. We cannot take that. And I want to play my editorial, and there's also a speech by Capildeo that I like to play as well. But folks, listen to this editorial. This is my editorial.
Indisputably Trinidad and Tobago's first Dr. Eric Williams, indisputably Trinidad and Tobago's first Prime Minister, an editorial by Professor Wall Street, setting the record straight on Trinidad and Tobago's independence history. Recent attempts to revise Trinidad and Tobago's independence history represent a dangerous distortion of established facts. While academic discourse and historical analysis are welcome, we must not allow politically motivated revisionism to undermine the foundational truths of our nation's birth. Dr. Eric Williams was, without question, the first Prime Minister of the independent nation of Trinidad and Tobago, and any attempt to diminish this historical fact does a disservice to our national heritage. The argument that Grantley Adams was somehow our first Prime Minister fundamentally misunderstands the nature of federations, independence, and national sovereignty. This flawed reasoning is akin to claiming that Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissessar, the mother of the nation, cannot be considered a pioneering figure in Trinidad and Tobago's political history simply because she was the first female prime minister. Such logic ignores the significance of historical firsts and the context in which they occur.
I caught my stepson spying on me in the shower, at the same time that my husband...
Irrefutable reasons ignores the significance of historical firsts and the context in which they occur. Here are 10 irrefutable reasons why Dr. Eric Williams was Trinidad and Tobago's first prime minister. 1. Constitutional and legal reality. Dr. Eric Williams became prime minister of the sovereign, independent nation of Trinidad and Tobago on August 31st, 1962. This was the moment when Trinidad and Tobago achieved full independence from British colonial rule and became a sovereign nation with its own constitution, not as part of a federation, but as an independent state. 2. The West Indies Federation was not Trinidad and Tobago. Grantley Adams served as Prime Minister of the West Indies Federation, not of Trinidad and Tobago. This is a fundamental distinction. The Federation was a separate political entity encompassing multiple territories. Williams was the leader of Trinidad and Tobago within that federation, but Adams was never the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago as an independent nation. 3. Sovereignty distinction. Independence means sovereignty. Trinidad and Tobago became a sovereign nation on August 31st, 1962, under Dr. Williams' leadership. The West Indies Federation, while self-governing in many respects, was not a fully independent sovereign state in the same manner as the individual nations that emerged from its dissolution. 4. International recognition. The international community recognized Dr. Eric Williams as the first Prime Minister of the independent nation of Trinidad and Tobago. This recognition is documented in diplomatic records, United Nations membership, and Commonwealth records from 1962. 5. Constitutional continuity. The constitution under which Dr. Williams served as Prime Minister in 1962 was the founding constitution of independent Trinidad and Tobago. This was not a federal constitution, but the supreme law of a sovereign nation state. 6. Electoral mandate for independence. Dr. Williams and the PNM received their mandate from the people of Trinidad and Tobago specifically for leading the territory to independence. This democratic legitimacy cannot be transferred retroactively to federal arrangements that predated nationhood. 7. Institutional framework. The office of Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago was created with independence in 1962. While there were similar positions in the federal structure, they were fundamentally different in scope, authority, and constitutional foundation. 8. Historical precedent and recognition. Every major historical work, constitutional document, and official record recognizes Dr. Williams as the first Prime Minister of independent Trinidad and Tobago. This is not PNM mythology, but documented historical fact accepted by scholars worldwide. 9. The nature of federations. To claim that the federal Prime Minister was our Prime Minister misunderstands how federations work. It would be like claiming that the President of the European Commission is the Prime Minister of France, or that the head of any confederation is automatically the leader of its constituent parts. 10. Legacy and impact. Dr. Williams' role as the first Prime Minister of independent Trinidad and Tobago is inseparable from his leadership in achieving independence, establishing national institutions, and laying the foundation for the modern state. This historical role cannot be diminished by revisionist interpretations. The dangerous path of historical revisionism. While it's important to have nuanced discussions about our history, We must distinguish between legitimate historical analysis and revisionist narratives that serve contemporary political agendas. The attempt to diminish Dr. Williams's role as the first prime minister appears motivated more by political opposition than by historical accuracy. Just as we would never deny that Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar holds the historic distinction of being Trinidad and Tobago's first female prime minister and the mother of the nation, a pioneering achievement that stands regardless of political affiliation, we cannot allow revisionist narratives to erase Dr. Williams' foundational role in our nation's history, preserving historical truth. History is not a political football to be kicked around based on contemporary partisan preferences. Dr. Eric Williams was the architect of Trinidad and Tobago's independence, the leader who guided the nation from colonial status to sovereignty, and indisputably the first prime minister of the independent Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. The West Indies Federation, while an important chapter in Caribbean history, was a different political entity entirely. To conflate federal leadership with national leadership is to fundamentally misunderstand the nature of independence and sovereignty. We must resist attempts to rewrite our history to serve present-day political narratives. The truth is clear. Dr. Eric Williams was Trinidad and Tobago's first prime minister, and this historical fact remains unassailable regardless of one's political persuasions or contemporary grievances. As we celebrate our independence each year, we honor not just the achievement of freedom, but the leaders who made it possible. Dr. Williams' place in history as our first prime minister is secured not by political mythology, but by the documented reality of August 31st, 1962, when Trinidad and Tobago took its place among the sovereign nations of the world under his leadership. The facts speak for themselves, and history will continue to vindicate the truth over revisionist fiction. In conclusion, as Trinidad and Tobago continues to mature as a nation, we must remain vigilant guardians of our historical truth. The attempt to diminish Dr. Eric Williams' role as our first prime minister is not merely an academic exercise. It represents a fundamental attack on the integrity of our national narrative and the achievements that define us as a people. History belongs to all of us, not to any single political party or ideological faction. When we allow partisan politics to distort historical facts, we undermine the very foundation upon which our democracy stands. Dr. Williams may have been a PNM leader, but his role as Trinidad and Tobago's first prime minister transcends party politics. It is a historical fact that belongs to the entire nation. The comparison to Prime Minister Persad-Bissessar's historic achievement as our first female prime minister and mother of the nation is particularly suitable in the circumstances. Just as we celebrate her pioneering role regardless of political affiliation, we must protect Dr. Williams' place in history from revisionist attempts to rewrite our past. Both leaders, in their respective eras, broke new ground and established precedents that define our national story. We call upon our educators, historians, and civic leaders to resist the temptation to reshape history for contemporary political gain. Our children deserve to learn the truth about their heritage, not politically convenient fiction. The strength of our democracy depends not on myth-making or historical manipulation, but on our collective commitment to truth and factual accuracy. Dr. Eric Williams was Trinidad and Tobago's first prime minister. This is not opinion, it is historical fact. As we move forward as a nation, let us build upon this foundation of truth rather than tear it down with revisionist narratives that serve no one. Our independence was hard won, and the leaders who achieved it whatever their flaws or political affiliations, deserve to have their true contributions recognized and preserved for posterity. In protecting historical truth, we protect the very essence of what it means to be Trinbagonian. The record stands, and it will endure long after today's political battles have faded into history.
So there you have it, Tony.
Truth to power.
My editorial. Huh?
Truth to power.
What did you say?
I said we have to speak truth to power.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead, Tommy.
No, I simply said we have to continue speaking truth to power.
And you know what it is, right? We have said here that we are going to speak truth to power, right? And you know what the sad part is, Tommy? There are PNM people just want to come and say, oh, Wall Street and Tommy, them those only say about speaking truth to power, right? We believe, Alistair, hold a minute. We believe if there is something important to the country, this is about country, you know. This is not about political party. This is not a PNM UNC thing, you know. This is about country. That's why I put in there, with respect to Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissessar being the mother of the nation. People can say what they want. They can say what they want. You cannot deny that fact.
True. Listen, let's go to the top of the hour and then we'll take the calls after. Have Alistair call back.
Sorry about that. Yeah, Alistair. Call back after the break, okay?
Okay, sure.
All right, cool. Yeah, let's take that break, folks. Sorry about that. It's a good thing Tommy keep him in check. We'll be right back, folks. Second stage in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We'll be right back.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
We are back with you. It's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, when you get in, do your civic duty, your WZYE civic duty. Share the live. WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe. WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. It's 973-868-1444.
Also at 973-609-6509, 973-609-6509. And don't forget, as the professor asked us to do, share the live. Please share the live. Thank you.
So Tommy, let me listen. Today, the Prime Minister was distributing school supplies at her constituency in Superior. And let me just read a portion of the remarks by Prime Minister the Honorable Kamala Persad-Bissessar, SCMP, at the distribution of school supplies in the Superior constituency, Tuesday, September the 2nd, 2025. And she says, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. It is truly a privilege and a joy to be here, and I extend a very warm welcome to the many students and parents for my beloved Superior constituency. Our constituency gatherings are always dear to me because they bring us together as a community. This afternoon, we gather for the purpose that is very close to my heart, supporting our children in their education. Let me read that. Let me repeat that for the PNM people. Let me repeat that. You want to know, talking about Where the Prime Minister at the day of prayer? Where's the Prime Minister? Right? The Prime Minister is at work. She's working. Right? Not like penny week beckers, prancing and dancing and spending millions and millions of dollars in Etihad grounds, right? Rather than taking care of the poor, disadvantaged people in Trinidad and Tobago. Let me continue. This afternoon, we gather for a purpose that is very close to my heart, supporting our children in their education. The new school terms begin next week, and I know this final week is a time of preparation, anticipation, and sometimes anxiety for parents and students alike. Over the past 2 months, during the July-August vacation period, many families reached out to me as your MP for Superior, asking for help in getting their children ready for school. Having served the people of Superior faithfully for over 30 years, I was deeply moved by these requests, and I am proud that today we can answer that call. Listen to this. Listen to this. PNM Reed, Patty Reed, PNM Fox, Gordon Dryden Joseph, all your called penny week beckers. Tell them I'm reading what the Prime Minister did today, the Honorable Prime Minister Kamla Prasad Besesa did today in our constituency. Call them quick. Pick up the phone, PNM Party. Pick it up. You, listen, more than 1,700 children will benefit from this back to school initiative. Over 120 students are here with us in Superior this afternoon, with hundreds more across the surrounding communities will also receive support. Each child will receive a school bag, essential stationery, and cash vouchers redeemable at local bookstores. Simple but powerful tools that will help them walk into the classroom next week with confidence and dignity. These supplies are not just pens, papers, and bags. They represent hope, opportunity, and the possibility of a better life. And I know this is not only as your MP or Prime Minister, but as Kamla, the little girl from Superior who once sat where you sit today. You hear that? You hear that?
Yep.
You hear that? As touch. The last Prime Minister, all ever hear you say any type of things like that, Tommy? Eh? What do you think it is? Alistair, call back when I finish. I know what it's like to grow up poor. I know what it's like to need help. My parents worked hard, but we had very little. What we did have was love and the unshakable belief that education was the only way out of poverty, the ticket to a better life. I remember the day I sat the common entrance examination. I was elated to learn that I had passed for Erie High School, Irie High School, and even more so that I had placed among the top 100 students in the country. The result earned me a bursary. For my family, it was not just an award, it was a lifeline. The bursary allowed my parents to buy my books, easing a burden that weighed heavily on their shoulders. Without it, I don't know how they would have managed. The bursary inspired me to work even harder in secondary school. It reminded me that effort, determination, and the grace of God, I could rise above my circumstances. It strengthened my conviction that education was the ladder out of poverty. You know, Tommy, it is so inspiring when you read something like that coming from Prime Minister Kamla Prasad Besesa. Because my story, Tommy, coming out of Chumakak Lavantil, coming to the United States of America with one grip, me and my other 3 siblings. And the only way I could have gone to college is through an athletic scholarship. And working, knowing that my mother could not pay a penny for me to go to school. Right? I had to make that choice. to work hard for 1 year so I could get an athletic scholarship to go to Seton Hall University. And that's what I did. And because of that scholarship, I'm in the position that I am today. Let me take this call. Alistair, welcome. Alistair.
Yes, Professor. I'll be very short this
Right.
time. Now, you raise an issue tonight concerning the Fourth Estate and the opposition leader trying to find the whereabouts of the Prime Minister for the day of prayer.
Yeah.
She was absent, right?
Yeah.
That's what the opposition leader is saying.
Yeah.
But guess what? Do you know that the opposition leader was also absent? She sent a representative.
I thought she
so
went.
You see empty vessel.
Did she
No,
go?
no. She was absent.
Okay.
No, she didn't go.
All right.
But I want to ask you something. Now the Prime Minister is busy now with school opening now with the government trying to assist students with book grants and all these things, right?
Yeah.
Now PNM had a pendant celebration at Eddie Hart.
Yeah.
Now the money that they spent there, don't you believe that that money could have been better utilized in the PNM depressed areas? So
correct.
People there?
Correct.
No, I just asking a question. I know what you.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I agree with you.
If it's $1 million or whatever, and that money could have been better spent on depressed and poor people.
Yep. Correct.
That's what I wanted. I wanted to find out.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
Have a good night.
Yeah, man.
And one other thing, right?
Yeah.
One thing with your program, you speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. That's why your program stops.
Thank you very much. We appreciate that.
Right? There's no propaganda. No propaganda.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, Tommy, we're not that good at propaganda.
Nope. We fail at propaganda.
Yeah. But let me finish reading this. I want to finish reading this. She goes on to say, this is why today fills me with joy. When I look at the children here, I see myself. I see the struggles many families face, but I also see the dream, the potential, and the boundless possibilities that lie within every child. As your Prime Minister and as the Member of Parliament for Superior, I have dedicated my life to ensuring that every child has the tools to succeed academically and otherwise. That is why we have reintroduced the distribution of laptops to every Form 1 student in this new school year, books to open the mind, technology opens the world. Together, they guarantee that no child is left behind and every child has a chance to compete on equal footing. This initiative will not have been possible without the help of the generosity of many people. I wish to thank my hardworking staff at the Superior Constituency Office, the executive of the constituency, and the Superior Women's Association, whose dedication have always been extraordinary. I also extend sincere gratitude to our donors and corporate sponsors who contributed so willingly to ensure that our children are prepared for school. To them, I say that your generosity is more than charity. It's an investment in these children, in their families, and in the future of our nation. Tommy, you know what that reminds me of, Tommy? Think about this, right? The Superior, the Tanapuna Regional Corporation stated that they had generous donations in order for them to do the Independence Day celebration.
From corporations, from businesses.
Yes. The Prime Minister is saying we have generous donation from corporation to help kids with school, with education. Big difference. Big difference. Right?
Chalk and cheese.
Chalk and cheese. Chalk and cheese. When Penelope Week Beckles could have stood up, stood up, and not continue to be like a jellyfish, a platypus, and an invertebrate. No stomach, no belly, and no spine. And we could throw the starfish in there. And I want you all to look it up. Platypus, jellyfish, invertebrate, and a starfish. They have no belly, no stomach, and no spine. That is Penny Week Beckles. She should have stood up to the other political leaders in the PNM, the other PNM political leaders, and tell them, you know what? All you, we ain't having no parade. You see all our money, we taking it, and we're going to Editorial grounds, and we're going to have a drive, a book drive. But no, all you just weak. The Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissessar had to show all you how things are supposed to be done. She had to show all you. Yeah, because you all are not proactive enough. You all are reactive. Let me finish.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Of course, to them I say your generosity is more than charity. It's an investment in these children, in their families, and in the future of our nation. By helping a child attain an education, you are helping Trinidad and Tobago progress. Indeed, this spirit of kindness, solidarity, and community represent the very best of who we are as a people. In closing, I remind you, my dear students, of this important fact. When you leave here today with your school supplies, know that you're receiving more than just items. You're receiving belief. Believe that you matter, believe that you can succeed, and believe that your future is in your hands. So use these supplies well, study hard, dream big, because just as the little girl from Superior once used education as a ladder out of poverty, so can you climb as high as your determination will take you. Thank you. May God bless each of you, and may God continue to bless our beloved Trinidad and Tobago. And of course, Tommy, I cannot allow that to go by without giving the Prime Minister a round
10 out of 10.
Yes.
10 out of 10. Yes.
10 out of 10. I see you, Peter said. 10 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
So, folks, folks, I want you all to call and give your comments on that speech by Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissessar today in a constituency. And Tommy, the kind of inspiration you just get from listening to those type of things and reading those type of things, it's very inspirational. When is the last time, Tommy, you get anything inspirational from the PNM?
Well,
as a matter of fact, I like to ask you in the chat, and you listening to us now. When was the last time did you hear anything inspirational as such as what the Prime Minister did today from the PNM? I'm asking. I'm just asking. Yeah? Somebody gonna put it here. Maybe we could ask specific people. Yeah? When is the last time you heard something inspirational coming from the PNM? This is what you just hear from the PNM. Listen to what you just hear from the PNM.
That the PNM has found itself in, as the gentleman would have said rightly. Dr. Eric Williams, many years ago, said that every single member of the PNM is a propagandist of the PNM. And one of the first things I will do as your new chairman is to ensure that the propagandists of the PNM must be deployed on every nook and every cranny of this country, and we will chase them away on social media, and that the gospel of the PNM must be known to every single citizen of this country.
Remember to take the gospel of the PNM and to spread it in your homes, your villages, in your offices, and throughout the length and breadth of Trinidad and Tobago.
Anything on that? No questions? Every day is a murder in this Trinidad and Tobago. Bodies just turning up all over the place.
Was the murder told?
Huh?
Was the murder told?
According to them, saying it's 234, but I have been told by an officer that it's over 300. But they're hiding because every day they get 2 and 3 murders.
I'm hearing it's 481.
But look at that. I was told it was 300 and something. According to a particular friend of mine, who you know very well as well.
I'm hearing it's 481.
But they're hiding that. What you can do? If you look at Crime Watch, which I
No.
And we are coming for this nasty, wicked, evil government that we have in place. Let me tell you something. Allow me to first signal the importance of this meeting here tonight. In my lifetime, very long, 30 years old, I have never attended or seen or heard or witnessed a national meeting of the People's National Movement ever held in Beetham Gardens. Allow me to thank our political leader for having the trust and the faith and the confidence in Lavantil West and in Beetham Gardens to overfill this hall, downstairs, upstairs, and outside.
Hold hear them? Hold hear them? You told me to hear them?
Yep.
Man say all them years, boy. Never see a political meeting of the PNM in the Beetham. Yeah? Let me go back
What
to
if he,
that.
what if he knew what he was saying?
You know what he was saying? You think you know what he was saying?
But he's shooting himself in the foot.
That is exactly what they're good at. Actually, they are not proactive, they are reactive. You understand? It's like, you know, the innovative ideas of the PNM, right? The innovative ideas of the PNM, the reactive ideas of the PNM, and the innovative ideas of the UNC, right? It's night and day. As you said to me, chalk and cheese. Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, Mickey the Ghost Rider, you're asking Patty Reed a good question, you know. What did the PNM do for our country and black people in the last year? So why are you supporting a government that is in bed with the 1%? You know why? You know why? Right? Oh, you know why? Mickey the Ghost Rider. Hold on, let me show. I wanted to.
So Mickey, they're not the government, they're opposition.
Yeah, the opposition. All right. Somehow, what if I go out there and come back, boy? All right. I wanted to go to a screen here, but it's not allowing me to go there. Let me see something. All right. It's not allowing me to go there. But David Hope, good night. You know, Tommy, it is interesting, right, that when we speak about statistics and we speak about facts, right? You know, when we give facts here, people can't deny the truth of those facts. I mean, PNM Red Fox just try all he can, but he can't. Well, I feel sorry for Patty because and Gordon Dryden, sorry for he too. You know? But let me go back to the chat. Gordon Dryden Joseph said, words without deeds is like a garden with only weeds. Hey, boy.
What is a poet?
Well, you think he type that? Hey, Tommy? I feel it's significant other type that fame, you know. Rudy, Ragu Pad boy, good night everybody from SVG boy. Yeah. That's St. Vincent, right?
Yes, and the Grenadines.
St. Vincent and the Grenadines. S West, good evening. Good evening, Walls. Tommy and my friends on the chat just joined in. Good evening to you. I'm gonna go through the chat here. Santa Cruz and the PNM when they took us down the precipice into hell and made the rich richer. But Miss Santa Cruz, we play a song here by Lady Gypsy. That song is the truth. That song is absolutely the truth. Hold on.
Light up my people.
Yeah. Tommy Mohammed says, Lucky Lal, Kareem can't do nothing for his own constituency. We want to go after the UNC is doing to the whole country. Batman says, Gordon, you just described the PNM for the last 9 years. Let me go back. Listen to this. Tommy. In PNM Red Fox says, inspiration does not run a country. Political and government structures run a country. The action of politicians, the formulation of public policy. Tommy, most leaders, part of what they're supposed to do is to inspire people. Part of their leadership ability is inspiration.
That's why it's called leadership.
Go ahead.
I said that's why it's called leadership.
Exactly. That's why it's called leadership. When we had the last prime minister in office, he didn't used to inspire nobody. As a matter of fact, he was destructive to people. People didn't want to listen to him when he had a press conference. They didn't want to listen to him. These days, whenever the government have a press conference with the prime minister, everybody tuning in. Well, most people are tuning in. Look at this speech yesterday. Right? Relating her experience to these kids. Right? Inspirational.
Absolutely.
Tommy says Kareem needs to go and learn how to speak in public. I ain't seen Anderson, but I ain't seen Anderson at all. And you know what? This is what's sad, eh? This is what's sad. I'm trying to read what Patty put here. Listen to this. Patty says, study the UNC do have a plan. Patty, I want to ask you a question. Is crime down in Trinidad and Tobago? Could you answer that question, please? Patty, PNM Patty, is crime down in Trinidad and Tobago? Just answer that question. Answer that question for us. Answer that question. Yeah. Miss Santa Cruz say weak belly Penny is afraid of us 17 members. So she had to have the fireworks. If anything, Penelope Beckers have shown what a weak leader she is. Weak leader. Right? Weak leader. Let me go back to the chat. Tommy says, Professor Walsh, Penny's lying. No businessman will put out his money knowing they're not getting anything back. Oh, God. Angela Darius, welcome. Angela say, call Marsha too. Who's that, Marsha Walker? What he does? Now the few others don't rock the boat. Nah, remember yellow is the code? I don't understand what you'd be saying sometime now. Or I think Monica was saying anything under the subway spread is earthworm. All right. Mickey the Ghost Rider says PNM Red Fox, Gordon and Patricia are living in an alternate universe with an embodiment of totally stagnation and poverty. Them fellas and them like to suffer peacefully. Well, they mightn't be suffering peacefully, but many of the PNM supporters, many of them, are suffering peacefully. I from Chumaka Clavantil. Yeah, I could talk about that. Tommy Mama said with ginger. Well, that is so good. What is Miss Possessor doing? A still tongue keeps a wise head. Ria's welcome. Caribbean Soul, you in the chat? Translate that there for me, please. Tommy, asking Caribbean Soul to translate something for me in the chat. Because I don't understand it. I feel the wording on the chat looking kind of small, you know. You find so, Tommy?
I don't know if I was coming in with the eyes that is 6.5, like plenty, I would be a nice guy and get clapped like that. But if I say, well, I am broke and I want thing now, he meant broke. I'll be told cool it now. You go get things just okay. Maybe now.
Oh God. Go and try and put on that glass, eh? Whatever you're doing, boy, put on that glass. Serious. Batman say a still tongue keeps a wise head. You know, there's also said, eh? I have to put up. I saw a comment by a fellow that's called himself Rastomy.
Yes.
He made a comment, and I had to go look for it. Tommy said, "Thank God for our coat of arms and our currency in changing." You know, Tommy, I don't know about that. You know. Let me see if I put this here. I think I have. Is it here, boy? Afresh, Trini inventor, TNT accent, 3 ships, ever Fabian. No. For me, I want to go out and come back for a minute, all right?
Go ahead.
I want to go out and come back for a minute. Let me go and come back.
Yeah. As Professor, who's out and come back in?
Yeah, folks, I wanted to go out and come back for a minute because I wanted to go elsewhere. Somehow it's not allowing me to go other places. I don't know why that. Ah, God, what the frig is this? Oh, no, okay. All right. It don't want me to go, so I'm not going to worry about it. Oh, God. A smooth welcome. Idea Politic idea, political group, or agenda. This often invokes presenting inaccurate information or selectively presenting facts to persuade a target audience. The term is often used with disapproval. Okay. Ms. Santa Cruz says, Batman, that explains the go bar he's posting. Just Cool says, make it an asylum for Gordon and Casey. Oh God. Batman said Gordon phone doesn't have all the letters, Professor. What do you expect? Yeah. Anthony hopes up, you know. Curtis Antonio Brady, welcome.
Pleasant good night to all of my wonderful hosts.
Yeah, man.
Pleasant good night to the diaspora, the entire world, the region, etc.
Same to you.
And good night to all of the warriors who stood fast and said, free. We are free.
Free at last.
Free at last.
Free at last.
Thank God we are free at last. You see, ladies and gentlemen, we just came out from independence.
Yep.
And the PNM and the handlers, the trolls, and the dysfunctional attitude and aptitude has left this country in such a disarray.
Correct.
That there are still a few people who are lost because they believe in nothing, so they fell for anything. And you see, some people want to be free, but they are afraid to free themselves. Some people yearn for change, but they allow themselves to be deluded by exchange. And that is because of the type of culture, that stigma, that deceptive, delusional bubble that the PNM has left the people of Trinidad and Tobago since 1956 up to this day. And when I say that without a shadow of,
Yeah.
we supposed to be an oasis. Trinidad and Tobago is now going to become an oasis.
Correct.
Of the Western Hemisphere.
Yeah.
And because of that, the PNM and their handlers are running scared.
You can't deal with that.
Who class as this? No, when you have people who now beating their chest like Penny Beckles and Cole Potman and these two
Marvelous
tight
Marva.
pants, Marvelous Marva, Marvelous Marva, and Smurfy Smith, and
the first
Committee, and Committee Frog. Well, you had these people beating up their chest, walking up and down the talk. We for the people, we by the people. But these are the same people, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget. Because remember, I said in my first epilogue, in order to be free, you must free yourself.
Oh, and free your mind too.
And free your mind.
Yep.
Emancipate yourself from the PNM mental slavery.
PNM enslavement.
Exactly. And these are the same men, greedy men and women who sat there and allow the Dynamo twins, which is Richard Stuart Young and Faris Pelawari, to use cabinet as a musical chairs One recused himself 132 times to benefit himself, his friends, his family, and his finances. The other 120 times. And now these are the same men who beating their chests. Beating their chests for God's sake, saying that they are the saviors of the people. A man who talking about his former prime minister. The only people who giving him that kind of relevance is CNC3 and Guardian Media and all these people who should be ashamed of themselves, the Fourth Estate, when they know that that was an unconstitutional act. But they want to talk about independence. They want to talk about freedom. They want to talk about power to the people. And penny which it twist mouth. The day, I'm telling you, that penny going to turn into a cent, you see, after THA elections. That penny going to turn into a cent. And then that cent will be non-cent because nobody will want that cent again. Right after the local. Yeah? And they're talking about power to the people. And the Prime Minister didn't go to the
day of prayer.
The day of prayer.
Yeah.
The day of prayer. But she wasn't there neither. She was up and down taking pictures all over the place.
Wait now, Curtis, she wasn't there?
No, she sent somebody.
What a hypocrite, boy. Deceitful and
I am telling you. They say, enter to my web, said the spider to the fly. Huh? Enter to my web, said the spider to the fly. Eh? But the people of Trinidad and Tobago, that is a good few of us, who have already freed ourselves from this PNM mental slavery from since 1956 up to this day. I am telling you this, that not even Eric Eustace Williams could put his foot in Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissessa's feet. You hear?
Yep.
He had an opportunity to do right by the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Unlike, just like how we have this nation that is called Dubai. We had no right to know nothing about poverty, but you telling me about independence and emancipation. What are we emancipated of? What are we independent of? When they draw us into a recalcitrated dependency syndrome, they created a society for this past 10 years of more street dwellers than anything else.
Yeah.
When you do this summary, you see more young people on the streets today. Long time you could have checked on one hand, you know, how much street dwellers we had on the streets. Now you don't have enough fingers and toes to do it. But today you have these son of a guns beating the chest, walking up and down in tongue. I see they stopped using the broom now, they're using the national flag to sweep.
Yeah.
I'm talking about independence. Independence from what? Independence what? Huh? They should be ashamed of themselves. Our Prime Minister took a hard stance and she said, listen, in order to bring proper safety and security to all our people of Trinidad and Tobago, this year we will not celebrate the normal way of independence. We are going to, it's best for let's stay home and take a little prayer. Who want to do whatever they want to do in their own community, let us do it together.
There you go.
Because
go ahead.
Exactly, because independence is not about Port of Spain.
No.
Like how the PNM have it. Independence is about each and every single race finds an equal place, and may God bless our nation.
There you go. Thank you, man. Thank you, Curtis.
But God will bless our nation, you know.
Yep.
Because let me tell you something, you see, after all has been said and done, and after this budget has been read, you see when opportunities start to play, and you see poverty is eradicated in its holistic view. And you see, every human race finds an equal place, and may God bless our nation, then we could say free at last. Free at last, oh free at last.
Thank you, man.
Thank God we are free at last.
Thank you.
Of the vowels of the wicked PNM. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. And I bring grace and pleasure in the wonderful twin eyes of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago.
Thank you, man.
On behalf of the Honorable Prime Minister of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, Mrs. Kamala Persad-Bissessar, and her entire team. Pleasant good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Is a blessing. With this said, I extend warm Emancipation Day greetings on behalf of this administration to every citizen of this beautiful Twin Island Republic. Let us celebrate with pride. Let us reflect with purpose, and let us keep building a future worthy of those that went before us. May God bless us all, and let us remember that this administration is led by one of the greatest freedom fighters of this country, Kamala Persad-Bissessar, one that fought on our shores and even regional for freedom. Free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free at last.
Thank God Almighty. Anderson, welcome. Anderson, hold a minute, 1 minute. 1 minute.
Okay.
Folks,
all right.
Put your closing comments in the chat, put your closing quotes, and send your closing voice note. Put your closing comments in the chat, your closing quotes, and send your closing voice note. Anderson, go ahead.
Good night, Uncle Tommy, Mr. Wall Street.
Good night.
Good night, Anderson.
Metelam Kunji, the Brooklyn, normal callers who will call and make artful contribution. You know, the Brooklyn, the Kunji, the Pana, KFC. You know, people just talk straight out from the heart now. You know, at least 90% of the time. At least. Make only a case about the ground report here from me this one and the listeners. I know some of them listening still. So great to get a little case too. You know, to shake up the program a little bit. Right? And we can start with the ancient Ishmael. May Allah rest his soul in peace. You know? And send out, you know, late condolences to his family and all the Muslim community. Yeah, we talking about people who are calling me shame to die now, but you know, they're not good death, they're not good murder, as my father used to say. They're not good thieving, they're not good thief. You know, a thief is a thief, a liar is a liar. And I listened to sometime over the weekend, me and Shoma talking. She says only good things she and Korean had to say very concerning and he ain't Korean man all. He laugh at us. Anybody have time to study, but everybody know ancient just had that team out, but I good at. The mouth I just loose mouth now, loose cannon. Something like Philip Alexander. Yeah, the mouth just loose, but probably they had somewhere else now. There's some people mouth now. Right? And it wasn't good for people to wish death on him, man. Some of the people who just call you, that woman that's calling you, she don't wish death on him. But all of us is soul in peace. Now we're moving on. This thing about no independence, you know. I'm glad the souls get the rest this year. I'm glad the animals get the rest. But let me tell you something about fireworks. And again, all of this straight from Ethiopia and straight from autism class. Fireworks that's raise the dead, raise the spirit, and the spirit roaming, and cause more murder in our country. So I want to thank the Honorable Prime Minister and those with that initiative in her cabinet for having no fireworks this year, and no parade, and nobody busting no gun and frightening the animals at the zoo. Yes, yeah. And the monkey them have sense, eh? The monkey them like they know independence camera, a monkey escape from the zoo this weekend, yeah? I said they fighted our man in a car. I don't think I was coming from St. Anne's, Alberta. Yeah. So they fighted your man. So the zoo, the animals that you know annually, this thing that's come up. So we are not time with that, so we know we got less murders this year. Mark my word. They got less murders. You understand Wall Street?
Yeah.
Because whenever the fireworks burst and the explosion, the demon and them will be rolling. But we be moving on and on. And I say all of this to say this. That independence thing and parade and need to save money, I'm glad. But Wall Street I will continue to say PNM, some people, the whole place, it seems like it's more hard than the time I'm holding on it. But I want to ask the callers and anybody, we know the budget is annually, maybe in September, when nobody has a date for the budget. So everybody holding on. But we jail Twiggy, we glad for she didn't have to hold on. And only this morning I heard a lady said, means I'm not Twiggy that spat on the on Pande. Yeah, Pande. She spit on Pande. We talking layman terms here. Right? And I'm glad for the girl who they call Matara, the red girl. Yeah, she was so people like Kerr see them who always in a what are you and see at. And some kind of yellow thing like the depending yellow. And the woman beat them with the skull yellows. Yeah, if Kamala going to see the yellows. Yeah, let me say good night to yellows. And tell me some Perry, powerful ladies in the UNC, man. Really true activists. UNC before Kamala is UNC. That's how long they is UNC. Right? But there are some UNC people now. As I said this morning, even though St. Get the first stone and UNC can do that, neither the PNM. ONM can do that. None of the parties can do that. And when people talk, everybody does that. But if we want to choose a party to really, to really see they could bring betterment in the country, all our sins, people will choose the UNC. People will choose the UNC.
And listen, we gotta go for the break.
Everybody knows that.
We gotta go for the break.
I know I gotta go for the break, but very quickly in a nutshell.
Yeah.
I will continue to say why is the grass growing? The activists and them, the true activists and them, they're starving. People are the whole starving. Because it are people who's really deep UNC, who say they are CPP. But what PNM did, they get rid of the UNC and they make PNM activist contractors.
All right, Anderson, we're going for the break.
I don't know what nobody UNC. I'll go for the break.
All right.
I'm listening.
Yeah, man. Bless. So, folks, we're going to take that break. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walsheet, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. Yeah. Caribbean Soul, thank you. Caller, you live? Caller.
Yes, I live. Listen to me, brother.
Yeah.
I have listened to that guy crying on
Caller, where you calling from? Where you calling from?
From Toronto, man.
Toronto, welcome.
Canada, man. Let me tell you something, man.
Yeah.
All these guys just crying and all different shows over the same thing over and over. Are they begging for money? Do they have money? Do they get up to go to work every day, brother? Let me tell you something. It's about the country. It's about not what you want. Right? If you don't get up and work, why the government will give you something? Tell me. If you support PNM or UNC, are you supportive from your heart or you support to get some money from them or some position from them? Most of the guys, I tell you something, man. I've been listening to the program Ground Report and your program, which I really now join.
Yeah.
And most of these guys are very uneducated, cannot even hold a position in anything of a government, but they're crying. Enough is enough, man. Think what I tell you, brother.
Thank you, Toronto.
Yeah?
I say thank you very
All
much.
right?
Don't be a stranger.
No. Yeah. I don't know, but the thing about it is enough is enough. They're always crying. I want this, I want that. Get up and do something. Why didn't you do it when the PNM was there? Why? Okay. Yeah, okay, for instance, let me share something. I go to work every morning.
Yeah.
I listen to all the cries. I left Trinidad in 1979. And Trinidadians have never learned. All they want, you see that new thing, party and jam, and crying out for something, right? You have to get up and do something. The only time that Trinidadians learn something is when they go to a different country and they have to work their ass out to get something. Excuse me, language, brother. In Trinidad, they don't do it. So people have to wake up, smell the roses, man. One love, man. Sorry about that, brother.
That's right. No problem.
All right?
Yeah, man.
Take
Bless. Thank you, Toronto. Let's see if I have any. Let's see if I have any. Hold on. We're gonna see if I have any voice notes. Hold on, We have a voice note here. Hold on a minute. We have voice notes. Hold on.
Wall Street, Penny and she entourage and she stupid PNM followers. They have no respect for the Prime Minister. They're too disrespectful and no good.
Okay, there we go, Bona. Thank you. Mr. Santa Cruz, I don't think if you say dyslexic, that is considered to be racist. I don't know why people why they like to use this words. You know? They like to use these words like that.
Loosely.
You know what I mean? Folks, we're gonna take that break. It's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walsh, and you on WZYE 95. Let's take that break. Anderson, call back after the break. You take any break. We'll be right back, folks. Stick and stay. It's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walsh.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
Welcome to WZYE TV 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And on Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. on Let's Talk Politics. Like, share and subscribe to keep up to date with reality affecting your life, and as we always say, we bring the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
You're tuned to WZYE, the heartbeat of unfiltered truth. We're more than a station, we're a movement, grounded in facts, driven by integrity, committed to progress. We don't chase headlines, we create them. Decoding politics and current affairs to question power, not cozy up to it. From Laventille to Scarborough, whether you're in your living room or your commute, this is where perspectives collide, divides dissolve, and tomorrow's conversations start today. WZYE, we originate, not imitate.
Fire! 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 Fire!
We are back with you. It's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, whenever you join us, share the live. WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe. WZYE TV and YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-81444.
At 973-609-6509. 973-609-6509. Share the light, please.
So Willie P is asking me to read his thing. Willie P, sometimes the chat, Dr. Rowley, Goat Love, it's no firework, Goat Happy now UNC, stop it. Sometimes Willie P, the chat just goes so fast. You understand? And we do our best here. We do monitor our chat quite often, all right? I did see that comment there. I read that one. I see one before that. All right. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay, so my closing quote is this. My closing quote. Hold on, man. Anderson, we're in closing quotes, you know. Go ahead, you have a minute.
Let me make this minute very quick. I'm Wall Street.
Yeah.
Right. And I'll get 15 seconds. Make them a little bit of education. Right? And we said Wall Street, only be telling me for me to sit down. If I not doing something sensitive, right now, workers are ready, and they'll fall at a wonder with the spot. Right? Them a partner done ready. Let's see about business. Right? We have our two little companies, yes, now and still functioning. And the study. Nah. That's the name and them all ain't go get. Right? And we doing good. Right? So Toronto, a praise Andy the other morning for calling you a mama man. You say getting like a mama man.
Anderson.
Right?
No, Anderson.
Yes, I just watch it. I just
no,
minute.
Anderson. No. Anderson. No, Anderson. Anderson, that is disrespectful. You understand? We're not tolerating that here. We're not tolerating that. No, we're not tolerating that, Anderson. Come on, man. You know better than that, man. Come on, Anderson. You know better than that. We don't tolerate that type of disrespect here, man. We ain't doing that. You know? I mean, it's sad that, you know, you all have to put us in this kind of position, man. But we're not interested in, you see, we could do things, but you see, them type of low, under the basement name calling, we can't encourage that. We cannot encourage that. You understand? If you want to talk about what the man said, talk something about what he said about you, and you could say something, but let me don't get that type of disrespect. Yeah? Because if I allow you to do that, then I got to allow everybody else to do that. So my closing comment is this. We cannot allow that. And Ms. Santa Cruz, I don't think your comment that you made is not racist. Eh? We like to throw around this thing too loosely, all right? We gotta stop that too.
It's Tuesday, September 2nd, and my first word for today is gratitude, because I know I've come this far sustained by your infinite love. I come before you not only with words, but with my entire soul. If I am alive today, it is because your mercy carried me when no one else believed in me. If I am standing today, it is because your hand held me when every storm tried to bring me down. Father, look upon those who are weary, those who cried all night and woke up with no strength. Lift up the one who has thought of giving up. Embrace now the heart that feels alone, forgotten, and without direction. Today, Lord, I declare, nothing will silence my faith. No darkness will ever be greater than your light. No defeat will ever be greater than the victory that comes from your throne. Thank you, Father, because even when the world turns its back, you remain by my side. I believe this Tuesday will be marked by blessings, miracles, and answers from heaven. In Jesus' name, amen.
From where I sit, this is it. The clock on the wall said that's all. I like to say what I've got to go. Remember, hard work beats talent when talent does not work hard. And for every 60 seconds of anger, you lose 1 minute of happiness. Remember, your circumstances may determine who you are, but you are responsible for who you become. Go ahead, Tommy.
Well, first, I'd like to thank the Most High for allowing me the time with you and the audience. And then I'd like to read this quote from L.M. Montgomery. And it goes like this. Isn't it nice to think that tomorrow is a new day with no mistakes in it yet? Like I always say, you, the man in the mirror, you have to become that change you want to see. However, if you look in that mirror and you don't like what you see, you cannot blame the mirror. Never look down on a person unless you're giving them a hand up. Love you all. Be safe. And we'll see each other on Thursday, God willing. Till then, good night.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
PNM Fox, if you continue to post what's going on over there by them, right, you no longer be welcome here. All right? Seriously. All right? And as a lawyer, but continue to post what's going on other ways, right? And you're going to be no longer welcome in here. Okay? So continue. You continue. I just tolerate you, I just tolerate you on my Facebook page too. I just tolerate you a lot, A lot. I know I have more patience than Port of Spain General Hospital, right? But continue to do what you're doing and you go see. Right? I warn you. You ain't warning, I give you a fair warning. Continue and you go see. Yeah? Yeah. Go over there if you want to be over there. If you want to be over there. And whatever he having, right? Whatever we have here, we happy with what we have here. Yeah? We happy. If you want, you go over there. Go over there, nobody ain't stopping you. Right? Just like we don't stop you from coming in here. Right? But if you want to continue with your garbology, right, you will be out of here. Yes. And we control that here. We control that. Right? Thank you very much. Let me go to the I just get about 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 posts from you a day. I don't complain. I don't say you're sending me too much posts. As a matter of fact, I will send you back a post saying I couldn't open it. Yeah? I just tolerate you. Right? But don't continue with that. Right? Even our branch just breaks sometimes. Yeah? Even our branch just breaks sometimes. Let me see if there's anything in the chat.
Curtains, coming down or it going up? Yeah, well, another night. I hope everybody have a God night. Talk to God before you go and sleep. You have nothing to lose. Yeah, and he knows everything. It had nothing that he cannot do. All right? And I know that it has been said on this program. I learn a lot on this program in this village, right? And I know hypocrite are telling you. So I learned that, repetition, you keep saying the same thing over and over, And that's why in the opening, we get the statement about, we balance and we encourage journalistic integrity and right. So I have no problem with repetition. I say I am Gordon Bernard Maloney. I speak the truth. I may make a mistake. Once it is brought to my attention, I will address it. But don't just say he does lie, and you can't point out one bloody thing but everybody is saying it, so you saying it too. Listen, you gotta be careful with the masses,
because sometimes the M, all right, I will leave that there. All right. So I see what man right there about Patricia Reed and nothing, no response at all. Okay, well, maybe he didn't see it, and maybe he will tell you that. He will tell you he didn't see it. He see everything else, but all right, maybe that one, right? Okay. So I wouldn't hold it at his truth. When he come back on the next program, he might deal with it. You know what I mean? Because this is what I'll be talking about. It had to be balanced. You could try, because there's only one Trinidad and Tobago. No. There's only one Trinidad and Tobago. No. It ain't no other Trinidad and Tobago. No. And it's as if nobody else need the help as much as we, you know. And who will help we? Somebody from outside? Forget that. Cancel the pencil. It's we have to help we. But we have to see each other as fellow citizens and respect that and encourage that working together as merchants say. Yeah? Come on, man. We could make it if we try, as Stalin say. But they want to hear them kind of song. All right, so let me include them song in them. They want to hear them song. Folks, all the bless, eh? Let's go. Let's go.
Okay. Don Alexander says, sometimes I forget to thank the people who made my life happy in so many ways. I forgot to tell them how much I do appreciate them for being an important part of my life. Thank you, all of you, just for being here for me. Wishing you beautiful dreams, and I hope tomorrow brings you sunshine and smile. Good night. Okay. David Hope says, good night, Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street. Okay, folks, that's it. Let me go to the chat quickly here. Okay, Curtis Antonio Brady says, time is the most valuable commodity, not gold, not oil, not even money. Because while wealth can be regained and power can be rebuilt, time once spent is gone forever. Every second is a currency, and how we spend it determines our future and defines our legacy. Thank you, Curtis. Let me go to the chat now. Okay, hold on. Okay, Patricia reading, putting our closing comments here. Okay, here we go. Closing comments. Lucky Lal says, why can't we all live together in one understanding? Tomorrow may never come. My closing statement. Mr. Intellectual says, thank God for all the blessings till we meet on Thursday, please God. Vindra said, Proverbs 4:13, hold on to my teaching and don't let it go. Guard it well because it's your life. Good night, everyone. Be safe. Love you. Love. See you on Thursday. Thank you very much. Nick says, don't disrespect the name of Jesus with a mortal man, please, Fox. Vanwari says, my closing comment, ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. PNM Fox says, the World Bank does not intentionally provide false statistics, but its poverty figures can be inaccurate or misleading due to issues with data quality. This is from Phase 2 Maintenance Construction Company, passionate statement. It's not about getting up and do something. We're doing something for 10 years, supporting the UNC, from Anderson Wilson. Caribbean Soul said, the desert teaches you more about water than the ocean could ever. African proverb. Thank you. Batman closing comment, when we strive to become better than we are, everything around us become better too. Correct is right. Just Cool says, love is just a word until you find someone to put the meaning to it. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. Tommy Mohammed closing comment is that this Mr. Kareem and Mr. Keith should go into their own pocket and pay for that independence party they had in Port of Spain and leave the taxpayers' money to do important things in Port of Spain itself. Okay. Okay. All right, KFC, you have a minute. You have a minute.
Hello, good night, Mr. Washu. Good night, Mr. Washu, Uncle Tommy, man.
Yeah.
What's up, we're going to see me again?
Yeah, man.
I want to play a jack. Respect the hustlers in the street. And the cynical don't give up, man. You don't know. God is the boss. Bless until Tuesday, meet again. I'm from Jack. Listen to that, Jack. Bless.
Yeah, man. Bless. Marcel Joseph says, terrorists, stop spreading wrong information. Heavy explained that they were not getting sponsors as they should, so they close up shop and now looking for a new platform. Yeah. So, folks, that's it for us. Of course, we are always here on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. See you again. Let me see this one. Caribbean Soul says, Fox's so you are saying the 26% poverty rate under the PNM could have been much higher because the number not accurate as you said. Correct is right, Caribbean Soul. Yeah, correct is right. Okay, folks, we see you on Thursday, same WZYE time, same WZYE channel. We all see.
When UNC wins, everybody wins. When UNC wins, Trinidad wins. Trinidad wins. Everybody wins. Everybody wins. Tell your neighbor, tell your friend, now is the time to rise and shine. Tell your mother, tell your father, now is the time to decide.